The Pokemon World Championships are in just under 2 months. The biggest event of the entire season will be here before we know it, and I have a problem. See, right now, the rules that competitive Pokemon uses are really weird. There are a bunch of normally banned legendary Pokemon that are suddenly tournament legal. The catch is you're only allowed to use 2 of them on your team. As you might expect, picking the right 2 restricted Pokemon plays a pretty big role in winning. If your restricted duo is Nebby and the guy who lost his horse, you're probably gonna have a bad time. Which leads us to my current dilemma, because ever since the rules changed 2 months ago, I have only ever seriously looked at one restricted duo. During this time, I've played in 2 tournaments, and I brought effectively the same team to both of them. At the first tournament, Milwaukee Regionals, I had my worst finish at a regional in Scarlet and Violet, although I did still make it to the final top cut bracket, so it wasn't a bad finish by any means. However, a month later at North American Internationals, I was eliminated on the first day of the tournament, something that has only happened one other time since Scarlet and Violet began. My worst finish at regionals and my worst finish at internationals, and I used the same restricted pairing at both events. But the problem is, I really believe in this duo, Koraidon and Lunala. Lunala is an incredibly tanky restricted Pokemon, capable of disrupting opponent strategies and controlling the speed of the battle. It is really hard to get it off the field, and it also does very consistent damage. It's very clearly one of the best restricted Pokemon. The other half of the duo is a little bit less popular, Koraidon, a legendary mascot of Pokemon Scarlet. Unlike Lunala, Koraidon is not especially good at surviving, but in exchange for its frailty, it gives you access to some of the most damage out of any of the restricted Pokemon. There are almost no other restricted Pokemon that are capable of surviving Koraidon in the sun without help from Terrestrialization or Incineroar. With Lunala's steady consistency and Koraidon's ability to quickly remove the threats, I feel strongly that this restricted duo can win the World Championships. But the problem is, I have really good friends who have seen me work hard for my last 2 events only to fall flat on my face. Friends who don't want me to suffer a similar fate at the World Championships. And so, over the past few weeks, some of the people I care about the most have messaged me to tell me that I need to seriously consider other restricted pairings. And these are people who I really trust and I really value their opinion. So I have spent a lot of time thinking through other restricted Pokemon that I think could work. But in the end, all of the work I do always leads me back to Koraidon and Lunala. In fact, I think this is probably the only restricted pairing that can actually give me everything that I want. But my friends are a little bit less optimistic, so I need to find a way to convince them. Fortunately, I have a chance this weekend. There's an online tournament taking place with over 250 players, a huge event by online tournament standards, and many of the best players will be entering. Why is this event so popular? Well, that's because it's a charity tournament for an organization called St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. St. Jude is a hospital completely dedicated to treating and defeating childhood cancer and other life-threatening diseases for children, with families never receiving a single bill. The incredible research conducted at St. Jude has led to treatments that have increased the overall survival rate for childhood cancer from 20% to over 80% since they opened over 60 years ago. It's a great and widely respected organization, and this particular tournament raised over $6,500 of their original $5,000 fundraising goal. If you'd like to know about future charity tournaments like this one, St. Jude VGC on X.com is a great account to follow to make sure you can play Pokemon for a great cause. Additionally, all revenue that this video earns, I will be donating to St. Jude. And if you have the means and you want to donate to a great cause, you can do so via the link in the description or directly through YouTube itself, thanks to the giving feature. I also want to say a special thank you to Will for organizing the tournament and putting on a great event for a great cause. So let's break down the team that I'll be using in this tournament, because although it is similar to my previous event, there are a couple meaningful changes. First, let's talk about Lunala. It has the ability Shadow Shield, which causes all moves to do half as much damage as they would otherwise, but only while it's at full HP. It's this ability that makes Lunala so difficult to remove, since it's already very tanky even when you don't consider Shadow Shield. Lunala surviving means that it can deal big damage with Moongeist Beam or Moonblast, but it also means it can block pesky spread moves with Wide Guard or reverse the order that Pokemon move in with Trick Room. It's a Swiss Army knife capable of defense, offense, and support. The most unusual thing about my Lunala is the held item Covert Cloak. This item is one that nobody else is using, but I personally like it a lot because it means moves like Snarl, Struggle Bug, and Spirit Break, which are normally used to punish Lunala for sitting on the field too long, won't have their intended secondary effect. Next up is Koraidon, and this one is actually pretty straightforward, as it's literally the same set that I brought to the European Internationals back in February. Its ability sets the sun up when it switches in, and gives Koraidon a power boost when the sun is active, which is part of what helps it to do such absurd damage. In addition to the powerful moves Close Combat and Flare Blitz, the other piece of the puzzle to understanding Koraidon is Life Orb, an item that I'm personally quite fond of. Life Orb makes all Koraidon's moves do more damage, but causes it to lose 10% of its health whenever it hits something. Between Life Orb, Close Combat lowering its defenses, and Flare Blitz doing even more recoil damage to itself, Koraidon is not going to be hanging around for very long. So I'll need to make every attack count. Next up is Ursaluna, who functions a little bit like the third restricted Pokemon on this team. Ursaluna hits nearly as hard as Koraidon thanks to its Guts ability, which powers it up by 50% if it's affected by a status condition, something I can guarantee by using the Flame Orb item, which burns the holder. Being burnt not only activates Guts, it also doubles the power of Facade, a move that does more damage if the user is affected by a status condition. While Ursaluna is a bit difficult to use because it's so slow, it's so strong inside of Trick Room that it's a great Pokemon on this team, and it gives me a super powerful slow Pokemon to complement my fast Koraidon. Now I need some support, and the new addition to this team compared to North American Internationals is Amoonguss. I used to have Evil Amoonguss, also known as Brute Bonnet, on this team, but my Zamazenta matchup was a little bit suspect, so I switched to my Mushrooms. This is my first tournament testing Rocky Helmet Amoonguss, an item that does chip damage whenever the holder is hit by a contact move. Amoonguss is here to give me answers to opposing Amoonguss, as well as to keep my team healthy with Rage Powder and Pollen Puff, and of course, disrupt my opponents with Spore. Now I need another special attacker, and since I already have Sun on the team, I've got a clear choice. Fluttermane. Fluttermane's photosynthesis ability activates only when the sun is up, and since I plan on bringing Koraidon to pretty much every battle, this seems like a no-brainer. Fluttermane helps compared to something like Raging Bolt, who also gets photosynthesis, because my team is overall not the fastest apart from Koraidon, so Fluttermane actually gives me a proper fast mode here, even though the team is overall a bit slower. Similar to Koraidon, it doesn't excel at staying alive, so I'll give it the Focus Sash item, and have it dish out big damage with Moonblast and Shadow Ball, while supporting my team by slowing opponents down with Icy Wind. With just one Pokemon left, Incineroar. What did you expect? I mean, come on, it's my channel here, right? I am trying something new with this Incineroar that I've never tried before, which is dropping the move Knockoff, which is almost always used, and replacing it with Will-O-Wisp. At North American Internationals, I lost to a Zamazenta team, and so I think this will help in that specific matchup. This tournament takes place over 2 days, with 8 rounds on the first day into a top cut of anyone who won at least 6 of their rounds. That being said, I only intend to play the first day of this tournament. Because I'm using this tournament to prepare for the World Championships, I don't want to play on my main account, but it wouldn't feel right to win or even get close to winning this tournament because I'm playing undercover. So after the first day concludes, I will remove myself from the tournament so I don't interfere with the final bracket. However, that first day could determine a lot. In order to convince both my friends and myself that Koraidon and Lunala are actually worth pursuing, I think I need to win at least 6 of my rounds, and 7 would be better. 8 would be best. If I can't get at least 6 wins here, the sad truth is I think I'm gonna have to drop this duo and start from scratch. Failing to make day 2 here would mean that this is the 3rd tournament where I fell a bit short with this duo, and I mean, I really like it, but at the end of the day, I'm not gonna be able to ignore 3 major tournament losses in a row. So even though my goal is not to win this tournament, there's still a lot on the line here. It is possible that the fate of my World Championship run this summer rests on this tournament. So no pressure as round 1 goes live. Okay, so I am here with round 1. Yippee. So this team is quite unusual. It's got Choice Scarf Miraida, not that unusual, but the real thing is this Power Herb Protect Dawnwing's Necrozma. This thing is a bit slower than Lunala is one of the main things about it. They also have AV Hands, Electric Seed Farigiraf, Whimsicott, Iron Moth. I don't necessarily need to bring my Amoonguss here. I think that's a mon that gets left behind. I don't actually honestly mind opening up with Incin, with Fluttermane plus Koraidon here. The question is, do I want Incin or do I want Ursaluna? Incin gives me a little bit more stability, but isn't that, like, it's really nice against like Iron Hand, for example. What's Photon Geyser? Incin is really good against Necrozma. It's really good against Iron Hand. It's good into Whimsicott. It's good into Farigiraf, but Ursaluna is better into Miraidon. Then again, this is Scarf Miraidon. I think I don't want to lose the Iron Hands like just for free. So I'm going to bring Instant game 1 and maybe I switch it up game 2. Let's try this. They've already locked in. Cool. So this is Choice Specs Iron Moth. I think Iron Moth is actually quite frail. So I think it might die to stuff like Flare Blitz. Okay, Farigiraf Miraidon. So right out of the gate, this is a pretty decent lead, I think, for me. because I have Speed Booster Flutter Mane just pressuring a ton here. And they have, it's Trick Room, Helping Hand, Hyper Voice, and Imprison. So they actually have no way of damaging my, they have no way with this Pokemon of damaging my Flutter Mane, because it's Helping Hand, Hyper Voice, Imprison. So this is Terra Electric Scarf Miraidon. Oh wait, they don't even have a Psychic move. I can just click Icy Wind Close Combat and say, like, I'll get something this way. I don't love them setting up Trick Room for free. Okay, here's the Terra. This is probably Miraidon. The thing is, oh, it has Discharge. I hope they go for Helping Hand Discharge. That would be really heat. I think if I hit Icy Wind, I'm just going to clear this thing insta. It is Scarf, so there's a chance that it is faster than me, but typically Scarf says run a special attack boosting nature, not a speed boost. Somebody's dead. Connect. Okay, I connect them both. Oh, you make me laugh. Yeah. Choice Scarf is unfortunately not amazing into this lead combination. They're gonna go into Necrozma here and go protect Trick Room most likely. Oh, it's hands actually. Okay, interesting. So what are my options? I mean, if they want to do anything, they have to fake out, right? There's probably a smarter move here. I kind of like Close Combat and Moonblast. I do want to get rid of this Fergaraf at some point. Just go for fake out. Straightforward play. Does a lot actually. There's a lot there. There should be Trick Room coming up. There's Hyper Voice actually. Okay, so Koraidon I think will survive this, but I'm not entirely sure. Good job, Koraidon. I could probably just end the game this turn if I wanted. I kind of want to end the game this turn. Don't give them a chance to get back into it. So here's the thing. Terra Fire, Flare Blitz. I don't think there's good counterplay. Terra Fire, Flare Blitz plus Moonblast. Of course, normally I like to use my Terra defensively, but here I think it's fine to just go on the offensive. Because presumably their last mon is this Dawnwing's Necrozma, right? I think also we can learn something about their playstyle, which is that even in the face of Koraidon Flutter Mane, they actually didn't want to go for Trick Room, which is very interesting. So we might be able to use that in the future. Like, Fergaraf was actually quite not, well, I won't say terrible, but it wasn't amazing here. They clear Iron Hands. I think I go Lunala here as well next, because I don't want to reveal that my last is instant, because they will assume that I have, they will probably assume that I have Lunala, but they might not assume, like they might not know what the last Pokemon is. So yeah, overall very, very clean win, I think. From the leads, I just had a big advantage. Of course, they could have switched Miraidon out, but if they brought in like Necrozma into a Moonblast, or even Iron Hands into what I did, like it would have been kind of tough. So I'm gonna go for Moongeist Beam and Shadow Ball here. I want to know how much this does. I don't expect it will KO. My hunch is that with Terra, oh wow, yeah. I wanted to confirm that my Lunala was faster, because that's good information to get. Cool. So a pretty clean game one win. I think the only attack I took was Fake Out and Hyper Voice. So it's really on my opponent here to adjust. I kind of want to switch to my Trick Room mode, because if I get Ursaluna inside of Trick Room, it'll be very powerful. The other option is no Flutter Mane and do Lunala Incineroar lead with Ursaluna and Koraidon in the back, which isn't bad, and is what I would do if this was like a Lunala, but because this is specifically Meteor Beam, I feel a little bit weird leading Incineroar. Yeah, I'll try my Trick Room mode. What the heck? I think as long as I'm somewhat careful, it should be okay. I also can lead this and not set Trick Room up if I don't want, because I think they're probably going to lead with like Whimsicott here. Yep. Okay, cool. This is what I expected. So here, what I want to do is just go for probably... I mean, I want a Flare Blitz for sure into the Whims. The question is what I do with Lunala. I can go for Trick Room, but I don't actually know how much Trick Room helps me, because I don't know how fast the Necrozma is. What's the min speed on Necrozma Dawnwings? I think what they're probably going to do here is go for Worry Seed into Lunala and Terra Electric Electro Drift. So it's not the right play, but I kind of want to call it out and just go Flare Blitz plus switch here. That's funny. I think they're going to do it. I think they're going to Worry Seed me and go for Terra Electric Electro Drift. I'm pretty sure. Okay, well, actually, this might even be better, because I don't mind taking a little damage here. And while I don't get the Terra from this, I do get the Whimsicott, which is great. Especially with Miraidon now locked into Electro Drift. So Flare Blitz Trick Room probably would have been better here in hindsight, as I take a bit of damage here. My Incineroar might go down to an Electric Terra. It'll probably go down to Electric Terra Electro Drift, because that's a very powerful move. Iron Hands comes in, which is actually fine for me, right? I think this is okay. My position is kind of illegal because I have a safe protect here. Unless they're really fast on the iron hands. That's kind of the one caveat. I think I parting shot here and protect. I didn't get a chance to confirm this in game 1 because I just blew them up. I expect this to be Miraidon Terra, right? Okay, Miraidon Terras. Good to know. I have no idea how fast they are. They go for fake out, okay. Drift, that's the end of instant, unfortunately. Like, surely I'm faster, right? Surely. There's no way to check. I can't go into Koraidon here because going into Koraidon would mean... I think I just have to play as if I'm faster. I don't hate Protect plus Earthquake here. Because if I'm wrong, I at least get another chance to turn this around. Actually, Close Combat plus Headlong Rush is pretty good here because that means that I always get 1 kill, right? And I don't die to... Yeah, I think this is pretty good. The Electro Drift. I hold my Terra. I could have Terra'd my Ursaluna here, which would have probably won me the game, but because I don't know who's faster and because I didn't want to lose to a hard read, that does a lot of damage. Holy cow. I assume Close Combat KOs. They really should, unless they're very bulky. Oh, they're very bulky. That's not good. Okay, if I am slower, then I'm in trouble. I might be in trouble regardless. Okay, I am faster. So Protect Earthquake would have won. But okay, now I know. Now I know. Okay, chat. Here's how I can still win this. I just need to clear the last Pokemon. And they have already Terra'd. And Moongeist Beam ignores abilities. That means it should ignore Prism Armor, right? Okay, I see it. I see it. I win. Okay. So here what I do is I protect... Okay, I protect my Ursaluna and I sack my Koraidon because they don't have Trick Room or anything. So there's no easy way for them to punish this. I also stall out more turns of Electric Terrain. Go for Electro Drift. Okay. Surely the terrain's almost gone by now, right? I feel like it's been up for forever. I think there's like at least a turn left. Okay, they didn't go for Meteor Beam, which would have been the scarier move. Because we already confirmed in game 1 that my Lunala is faster than their Necrozma. Please let the terrain end. Please? I think there's one more turn. I can play to a Lunala endgame here, basically. Okay, there's still one more turn left, so that's not ideal. But I think because there's Scarf, I should live Electro Drift in terrain into Electro Drift outside of terrain because they lose a lot of power. And I think there's a chance as well that Moongeist Beam ignores ability effects, but it doesn't ignore other Shadow Shields, so I actually don't know if it ignores Prism Armor because that's also like in the trio. I want to say that it doesn't ignore it. I think that they will still take the damage reduction. But I'm pretty sure I KO anyway, because this is still a really powerful move. Did a ton, okay. I'm in danger. Okay, if this doesn't KO, I lose. All right, let's go Lunala. Please get the KO. Shadow Ball did so much. Surely this KOs. Okay, cool. I win. GG. GG. Yeah, they played well. I didn't expect the thing to survive. I also got scared about the speed tiers, even though the thing is that this team clearly doesn't really want to be in Trick Room that much. Like, it has the option, but it's not like what the player favors. And so I thought maybe this was a super fast Iron Hands because of the Tailwind on the team. But yeah, overall, I think it was a little bit overthought. Yeah, so that's round 1. Let's go Ursaluna, let's go Lunala. Honestly, Fluttermane was really good here too. So, all right, I'm here with round 2. It's against a Miraidon Ice Rider team, which I'm personally excited about because this is a team that I want. I just forgot to borrow one of the teams, so I can still get confused. This is a team that I'm excited to play against because I want experience versus it. It's like a very popular composition, but it feels like at my last couple tournaments, I just haven't played very many of them. And so, yeah, regardless of how this goes, I'm just pretty happy to be playing against it because it should be somewhat invaluable, I think. I think these are the 4 Pokemon I want. Fluttermane definitely has a place because it hits both of the restricted for super effective damage. In general here, I would really prefer to be leading Incineroar, but I'm worried about the Landorus up front. Oh, this also is Electric Seed Farigiraf with Psychic, Trick Room, Helping Hand, and Foul Play. If I can get through the early game, I think that inside Trick Room, it really favors me because I have Ursaluna, who's really strong into like all these Pokemon. And if I clear Incineroar, my life becomes a lot easier. So, yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking about. Calyrex and Incineroar, so I may have overthought this just a wee bit, but that's okay. It's somewhat difficult for them to... I just kind of don't care if I get leech seeded. Is that bad? I don't think so. What Terra is the Instance Terra Bug? Oh, it's AV Terra Bug. Okay, cool. I get intimidated on both Mons, so if I led with my own Incineroar, I'd be in a much stronger position, but I think it's fine that I didn't. I don't really want to go for anything other than Wide Guard here, and I also don't think I need to Terra yet. That's a bit obvious, but whatever. Here's the Terra. That's going to be the Calyrex, which is fine. Unless it's the Instant, in which case I'm boomed. Okay, it's fine. So now they could Trick Room here as well. It's an option that I hadn't really thought too much about. For a second, I thought this meant they didn't fake out, but I just got my speed order confused. Yeah, okay. We have flinched. We want to see Glacial here. Whoa. Yeah, I'm done playing games with wide guard. So their best switch in here is, do I need to Terra this turn? I feel like the answer is no. Like I'm going to Terra at some point, right? But I think it's better to greet it because it could be used in Ursaluna in theory. Okay, no switches, no protects. Makes sense. I go for another wide guard. If I KO Ensign here, I think I'm in really good shape. Okay, cool. So I think that was the right play for me then, given that I got the Ensign. 2 turns of Sun, so I need to keep an eye on that timer. There's Specs Miraidon. Trick Room. Oh, that's really good. What are they going into here? Because Ensign's down, so like actually every other Pokemon on this team, barring Farigiraf, like kind of doesn't love to fight my team in Trick Room, and it is just Miraidon actually. So I have kind of 2 options here, but I think the safest option, I can actually just go for Wide Guard and switch to Ursaluna. I'm a little worried about like Draco Meteor into the slot, but the thing is, even if they do Draco, I just end up in a good position. And now I have Koraidon later in the game, so if I get a little damage on this Ice Rider, then Koraidon will clean up there. And I also think they just need to get rid of my Lunala, I think. I don't think they can afford to lock Draco here. Beach Seed, okay, good play. They need to kill Ursaluna this turn with Draco. Okay, Volt Switch, that's fine. What do they go into? Because I can just keep clicking Wide Guard. There's like no reason not to. Just Wide Guard for Infinity. Farig. Oh, interesting. Okay, hang on a second. We got a ball game here. Hang on a second. It's Farig as the last. Hang on a second. I think there are 3 turns of Trick Room, right? If there are 3 turns of Trick Room left, there are. I can go for Terra Fairy, Wide Guard, and Facade this turn because their only move to hit me is Psychic, right? And then I can Facade again next turn for the KO. There is a downside, which is that inside of Trick Room, my Ursaluna really beats their Miraidon. They go for Ferroterra. I think their best move is going to be to reverse Trick Room at some point with Ice Rider. That being said, I do need to beat this Ice Rider at some point. Now, my Lunala is my best answer, and it is getting kind of low. So we want to see Glacial Lance here. I think that's the best case scenario. Glacial Lance, amazing. There's no need to take risks here, right? There's the 3rd Glacial Lance. I should keep track just in case we do end up in a game where they're out. If we want to see Foul Play to Lunala here. Oh, they're fast. They're not min speed. Oh my gosh, this is the value of greeting my Terra, by the way, is that now they're so boomed. I think they're super boomed. They need to reverse Trick Room this turn. But even that doesn't like necessarily win the game for them. They need to reverse Trick Room and then make some crazy plays. Here's Earthquake. They are reversing Trick Room, so really good play from my opponent here. Basically recognizing Ice Rider doesn't have anything better to do, and if you let Trick Room be up, if you allow Trick Room to be up and present, I could still lose this, actually. It's possible. If Trick Room is up and present when Miraidon comes in, then yeah, you just lose. You lose because you never beat Lunala. So I should take a second to think about this, basically, because let's say they KO Lunala as they set Trick Room up, then I would actually lose, I believe. So what I need to do here is preserve Lunala. And the nice thing is that Miraidon is forced to lock into a move. If it locks into an electric move, which is kind of what I suspect it will. How many turns of terrain are left? 2? Okay. I definitely go Ensign here and I go Protect. This should be pretty safe. Basically, if they go for an electric move and they KO Ensign, I go into Koraidon, I Protect, I Headlong Rush to KO the Miraidon, and then I sack Ursaluna, and then I play to a position where it's Lunala plus one of my physical attackers, because I can always alternate my Protects, and then I just Wide Guard Facade, or Wide Guard Close Combat, Wide Guard Close Combat until the game is over, and win that way. And if they don't KO Ensign here, then I get to go, if they lock into Draco here, then I probably just fake out and Headlong Rush the Miraidon anyway. Let's see what they go for. It should be the electric move, I think. It is Draco. Okay, so that makes some sense to me. They want to get rid of Ursaluna because it is kind of a hard counter to them. They go for Trick Room again. Oh, okay, so they were banking on KOing. They understand that they need Trick Room to be up in order for them to win. However, this is actually kind of difficult, right? Yeah, it's actually not over, but I get to go for Fake Out here plus Headlong Rush here. And that's just a free KO. Facade, I think, is going to KO, but I think better just to be safe here. I don't need the defense here, and they just forfeit. Yeah, so it was going to be pretty difficult from that spot for them to turn it around because I was going to be up 4-1. And this is one of the reasons why I really like Wide Guard is because with Wide Guard, like, yeah, they're able to Leech Seed you. However, like the Leech Seed is only doing a little bit of damage over time. And if you have a Pokemon like Koraidon or Ursaluna, for example, who are outputting a lot of damage, it becomes somewhat difficult for them, I think. So this game, I don't want to greed my Terra as much, I think. And I think now that I've shown the lead that I have, that I used, which is Koraidon Lunala, I think I can now go to my safer lead of Lunala Ensign because I really was just worried about a Landorus lead, and it feels somewhat likely that they won't lead with Landorus. This is by far the lead I prefer here. I need to watch out for Farigiraf because while Farigiraf didn't do much in that last game, it can still be threatening. It is worth noting that they're not as slow as possible. They're not minimum speed, which means that they are faster than my Incineroar and faster than both Incineroar and Ursaluna. So Inside Trick Room, Incineroar and Ursaluna will move first. This seems pretty good. Unless they lead with Landorus, I like this a lot. I think they're probably going to lead with Incineroar plus Ice Rider this game. My prediction. In which case, I think I go Fake Out Incin and Terra Fairy. Fake Out Incin and Trick Room, I think. Oh, it's me right on Farig, actually. So I could do my little trick. Is my trick even good? It specs me right on, right? Me right on Farig. Okay, so don't love my lead here. So my trick is, it's really mean. Should I do it? It's switch Lunala. The obvious play here, I think, is to switch Incin to Ursaluna and go for Trick Room. But what I could do here is switch Lunala to Ursaluna and go for Parting Shot. Then again, they could just kill me in one shot, and then I'd be really sad. Anyway, let's see. So this is kind of a guessing game, but because the switch to, like, I think Incin going to Ursaluna, this has nothing to do here. So you would expect the opponent, oh, that's not good. That's actually extremely bad. Unless they go for an electric move into Ursaluna. They're really good. Really nice play. I survive. Oh, that's really, really nice. And also really bad, actually. Maybe it was better to die. It depends what they go into here. It should be Incin, right? They played, that was a really good play. Okay, it is Incin. So I know all the Mons. -1 attack now. Let's think this through because I actually might be able to glean some kind of advantage. So my initial instinct was to go Koraidon here, but I'm almost wondering if I go into Lunala, click Terra Fairy Moonblast into the Farigiraf and try and two-shot Farig. Incin's kind of worse than dead here, but that's fine. It might be helpful later because other option is go into Koraidon, but if I go into Koraidon, I'm kind of pressured to Terra. So I think I go into Lunala here and I don't let them switch out easily. I go for Headlong Rush into Incin, trying to get the KO, and I go for Terra Fairy Moonblast into Farigiraf. Yeah, this is a tricky turn for them because even though they have a big lead, it could very easily turn around. The play that makes the most sense to me is like, I don't know, Fake Out. I think the worst thing is, oh, interesting. No Fake Out. Okay. I wonder if they're going for like Flare Blitz or Knockoff. That does so much damage. Drop. Hey, it is Flare Blitz. Good play from them, actually. That's actually kind of bad for me, to be honest. Okay, Foul Play's all right. The issue is I actually didn't want to KO Incineroar this turn. Okay. So we get rid of Incin. Okay, the getting rid of Incin is good in the sense that it allows me to... Getting rid of Incin allows Koraidon to be really threatening in the late game. The problem is what happens before then. Koraidon comes back in. I feel like they have to go after Lunala here. I think I switched Lunala to Incin and sacrifice it. The question is, do you think -1 Facade against +1 defense for Farigiraf? Do you think this KOs? Because I kind of think it doesn't. Because I do think I want to get rid of this Farigiraf because then Miraidon, like once I get one more KO, then Miraidon is forced to pick a move. I kind of feel like this is going to be like Helping Hand Volt Switch here. Terra Fairy, okay. Terra Fairy Helping Hand Gleam, maybe. In which case I'd lose both Mons. Oh, it's Drift. Oh, locking into Drift. Interesting. Okay. Hold on a second. They locked into Drift. Wait, I can win this. I think. Because I get to go into Koraidon now. And they're locked into Drift and they're in... Like, I can Flare Blitz them. A Psychic. Okay. How do I win this? I'm taking a lot from this. Jeez. Okay, if I get the KO here, I should win always. Okay. That's really good. Okay, so I go into Koraidon, they go into Ice Rider. I need to attack with Flare Blitz. If I had Terra available still, I could probably close this out guaranteed. I have to attack the Ice Rider here is the thing, because if Trick Room goes up in this position, I will lose. So I have to go for Facade here and Flare Blitz, I think. Oh, okay, they didn't protect. I win. I win for sure. Yeah. So here, the reason why I win is because this Miraidon is Choice Spec, so which means it can't switch moves. And what that means effectively is that while it will KO Koraidon here, it can never ever KO Ursaluna. This is part of the reason why Ursaluna is very good into Miraidon is because, number one, it KOs it in one shot, but the real thing is the ground typing. And what I like about Ursaluna plus Lunala is that even if they locked into Draco Meteor, they wouldn't have been able to touch Lunala. If they locked into Drift or Switch here, they wouldn't have been able to touch Ursaluna. If they locked into Gleam, I had Wide Guard available. So part of the reason why I prioritized terrestrializing Lunala for a number of reasons in this matchup, but one of the big reasons is because the terrain is still up. Dude, this terrain lasts for forever. One of the big reasons is because you get in this position where in endgame situations, you can guarantee that the Miraidon can't touch one of your Mons, or both of them if they lock into Gleam, which is more optimal. They're going to forfeit. GG. Cool. GG's. Yeah, cool team. They played well as well, but yeah, I feel like, yeah, had a couple good macro plays that made it difficult for them. Okay, here with round 3. I am playing against a team that looks pretty annoying, to be honest. It's Tatsugiri, Weezing, Dozo, Miraidon, Ice Rider. Yeah, it doesn't look super fun to play against. It's defensive Tatsugiri. Okay, so order up, body press, heavy slam. That's actually an annoying moveset for my team as well. Overall, this looks kind of difficult. The thing is that I have a number of good Pokemon here. The only question is which ones do I actually bring? Like, I definitely think I want Fluttermane here, and I think I want Amoonguss, and I think I want Lunala, but that means I have to bring one of Koraidon or Incin. I think I want to lead with these two, and I have Amoonguss in the back to help a little bit with the Weezing. I think burning this thing is actually pretty valuable, and it's a little bit unorthodox, but I think I'm going to leave Koraidon behind here just because this is a bit of a weirder matchup, and I think I actually value the Fake Out and the Will-O-Wisp here a lot because I'm probably not going to be able to actually spore the Dondozo, as that's likely going to want to be the Terra target. But the thing is that with Recovery and Wide Guard, I can actually hard wall this Ice Rider with Rage Powder Wide Guard as well, which is funny. So we'll have to see. It's not an easy matchup, and I gotta watch out for Christopher Youssef, but it's not terrible. It's not awful. It kind of depends on if I get poisoned or not, but even if I get poisoned, I probably have a way around it. I really just gotta watch out for Dundito. Let's see here. You have a Weezing Miraidon, so this is what I expected. It just doesn't, like, just because I expected it though, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's good. So they have Ability Shield, which means that they can still activate Hadron Engine, which is good for them. I really don't want to get, does this thing have Snarl? It has Protect. I kind of want to double the Weezing, but that's probably bad. Like Shadow Ball, Moongeist Beam. I'm pretty sure it's okay. It doesn't have Citrus. It's Rocky Helmet. This should be Terra Electric, I guess. They might just try and one-shot my Lunala, but I don't think I go down in one shot because I don't have a boosting item. I could have split targets. That might have been better. Okay, never mind. I really want this Weezing gone, so even if I take a lot of damage here, I'm okay with it. It's still a good trade for me. They did a lot. Oh, crit. I don't think it mattered. Drift comes out. There's no way I drop to this. No way. That being said, I now don't really have a good answer for this Miraidon. So actually, this is actually not a good turn for me, I think. Because I don't have a good Terra target, and I don't really have a good answer for Miraidon, because Miraidon can protect itself. So overall, it's actually a pretty bad turn for me, I think. That being said, it's not over. It's certainly not over. Okay, it is Dondozo. So I think the good thing is that it's somewhat difficult for them to break through my... Amoonguss. They also don't have a spread move on this thing. It's worth noting. So I want to see Volt Switch into Amoonguss. That'd be great. Volt Switch Amoonguss, please. Perfect. Okay, this looks bad because I'm taking damage, of course. However, this brings in Tatsugiri. Okay, still did a lot. This brings in Tatsugiri, and the thing is, now that Tatsugiri is on the field, I'm able to kind of re-exert control over this game, I think. Tatsugiri. Okay, this is defense boosting, so all attack drops are going to be permanent. Okay, Heavy Slam into the Flutter. So here what we can do is actually make the assumption that they're going to go for either Heavy Slam into Flutter or Order Up into Lunala, and I can actually double switch here into Instant Lunala. Oh, I guess they could Heavy Slam Amoonguss. That might have been stronger for them. If they go for a +1 Heavy Slam, I might lose Amoonguss, but I think even if I lose Amoonguss, it's still kind of okay. Or even if I lose Lunala, it's still kind of okay because it's just very difficult for them to break through this duo. Wrong play by me. Oh, but it's... Oh, I'm heavy. Oh, I'm so heavy. What's their item? Leftovers. Fake Out, Trick Room. Hello. Show me Protect. Yay. That's good. So I really don't want to lose Lunala is the thing. I want to get Amoonguss in here. Parting Shot here seems pretty good and switch to Amoonguss. This is relatively safe. The question is, do I die to Order Up at neutral, which is their strongest move? According to this, if they're Adamant and Dozo, the max roll, it's between 40 and 48 damage if they're Adamant. But that's not Adamant Max. What's Adamant Max? Their max attack. The most damage they could do is 54. I think I have like 30 HP left. I think it's safer to go Fluttermane. I think it's safer to go Fluttermane here because I can heal back up later. Yeah, I have 32 HP. So if they went for Order Up, I'm dead. I'll go Fluttermane because I don't mind losing my Sash here. And this is immune to 2 of the attacks that they can go for. I would have lived. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, that's not great, but it's okay. I still haven't Terra'd either. So, and I don't think I died to a crit. I'll just side Pollen Puff here. Go back to full HP, set another Trick Room up. Go from there. What's the Tatsugiri item anyway? The Sash? All right, that's annoying, but it's okay. Annoying, but it's okay. And they don't protect, okay? I think I've gotten every turn wrong, but that's fine. Okay, they're boosting. They're boosting their defense though, which doesn't matter. Is this a contact move? No. And I should spore, surely, right? You know, there's a case that I could take them to timer and just win in timer. If I intimidated them a couple more times, okay, they don't Terra. Or they don't protect. I wonder if it's worth timering them. Should I timer them? I could, right? But I'd be risking crits. It's probably better not to. Like, I'd need to intimidate them a couple more times before it was worth it. This is nothing. Okay, this thing is tanky for sure. I think I just Moongeist Beam again, and I think this time I actually bring in Flutter Mane, because I want to set Trickroom up, but also I want to get rid of this Dozo, and I do have Flutter in the back, so I think bringing in Flutter Mane here actually makes some sense. I just needed them to not wake up this turn. That was the first turn of sleep, right? So it's a 1 in 3 chance for them to wake up, and if they wake up, they could also go for Body Press. Okay, no Protect, so that's good. Ah, that's the worst time to crit. That sucks. Okay. It's okay. It just sucks. It's fine. It just really sucks. Yeah, I think Wide Guard Moonblast is actually really safe here. Because they didn't protect either. I think they probably were supposed to protect one, but that's all right. Yeah, wait. Oh, wait, I didn't Terra. Oh, and they're max speed timid. They're max speed timid and I didn't Terra. Hold on a second. That is not good. If they Draco here, I made a huge mistake. Give me the drop. Okay, hang on. I made a mistake. I made a big mistake. There's max speed timid. Okay, hang on a second. I guess there's not really a point in tearing anymore, right? No, I should still do it. Wide guard plus Icy Wind. No protect again. Okay. Show me Icy Wind. I missed. Oh my God, are you kidding me? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's into Flutter. It's not fine. It's reverse fine. Oh my God. I missed. I should have Terra'd. How to throw a game in 80 days. Oh, it was a bad miss. Okay, hang on a second. I've certainly made a number of mistakes here. Why did I greed my Terra? I don't even need it for anything. Okay, I can still win this. Copium. Yeah, if I had my Terra, if I'd used my Terra, I would have been in much better shape. I can go for Moonblast. Do I even need a Terra here? I think this time I actually don't need to Terra. I should Terra. Better to be safe than sorry. And Rage Powder. This is probably not going to work. There's so many. I had so many better options than what I did. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, as long as they don't break Tatsugiri. Okay, they didn't break Tatsugiri, and they don't have a spread move, so I think that this should be a win. Okay, they go click another Draco. They hit another Draco. At least... Oh, right, because they're not specs. They don't get the kill. Okay, I KO Tatsugiri, which is good. Very, very good, because now, guaranteed win. I get to go Rage Powder. I get to go Moongeist Beam. My last Moongeist Beam. I give this to you. Okay, a little bit messy towards the end. I did a lot of stuff right, but I crit Dondozo at the worst, probably the worst turn, which is bad, because otherwise I would have been able to get Tatsugiri to Sash. I would have still had, yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. They take Rocky Helmet Recoil. Fun fact. Mungasur's really good here. Fallen Puff Healing was actually like kind of important to beating the Dozo with like my Pokemon still being mostly healthy. Hey. All right. Okay, so overall pretty good win. Problem is, of course, that I have to do it again. And I got the Wheezing turn one, which is actually kind of important, I think. So we'll have to see here. I think I like the same lead again. Do I need instant or can I bring Koraidon? Like, I didn't have that much. I needed to rely pretty heavily on Amoonguss to beat the Dondozo. But are they even going to bring Dondozo, in all honesty? Also, the other problem is that they're max speed Miraidon, which means that without Koraidon, like if I bring Koraidon, then we're speed tying. But without Koraidon, I think they might lead with Chiyu. Is that bad? Is that wrong to say? I think I just have to believe. This isn't a great plan, I think, but it means that I have more tools against Christopher Yusuf lead. Like I let double ghosts, you know what I mean? That's not what I wanted to see. So that's not good. That's probably not good. So here's the thing, chat, is that I do have max speed Koraidon and Flutter Mane, so I could go for the 3-way speed tie here if I wanted. What do I have in the back? I need to get some damage down probably. I think Protect in close combat is okay. I don't think it's good, but it's not terrible. So there's a lot of ways that this can go badly. If Miraidon protects, that's the worst case scenario. That's the worst case scenario. Show me Protect. Let me Protect from Wheezing. That's not good. Poison gas? That's really bad. Oh wait, this Weezing's a fairy type. Oh man, okay. I think that my lead didn't make much sense into this, unfortunately. I'm probably not as worried about the poison as I should be, realistically. Okay, I don't love this play at all, to be honest with you. However, I think I'm a little behind and I need to make some kind of aggressive play. There's a lot of ways that this can backfire. Yeah, actually, the more I think about this play, the less sense it makes to me. This is my Terra. They drift into Koraidon? Okay, they won the speed tie and they got the drift. Okay, I'm losing this game. That's crazy. Because I held it turn 1. I think I just insta-lose, unfortunately. Yeah, okay. Oh, they covered for it. Okay. Dang, okay. I think... And I got confused. Alrighty. Well, I don't really see a way to win this anymore, I think. I think my turn 1 was kind of unfortunately bad. Pretty bad. And then go for like... Yeah, I didn't bring the right Pokemon. It's fine. Actually switch out. Is it Dozo? Chi-Yu. Oh god, I never got the sun up. That's not good. That is not good at all. Okay, well, that's gonna be, I think, it from me, folks. This is Scarf Chi-Yu. Okay, so they didn't even bother with Dozo this time. And they have poison gas. Oi. They missed. It doesn't really matter is the truth. Okay, I lock Wide Guard and I call that they're making a mistake. Because the switch back to Amoonguss is somewhat obvious. So they lock Snarl here, right? Snarl! Bad move from me. Very bad move from me. And I get burnt. Okay, thank you for that. And then I already used my Terra. This sucks. Okay, I can still win this. Oh, it crit again. Okay, but I blocked the poison gas. That's the important thing, okay? You have to keep in mind I blocked the poison gas. That's all part of the plan, baby. Okay, like if I call the option correct this turn, can I win? Okay, I always trigger him here, I think. The question is, do I protect or do I go on the offensive and go for a Moonblast? I think I have to go on the offensive here and go for Moonblast. Okay. It's a lot of damage. No burn? But maybe burn is better here if I'm getting poisoned anyway. Big damage. Get special attack drop. That's very good. Strange team. Okay, so they doubled me. Do a lot of damage that they can't confuse. I get trigger them up. And the terrain is about to end. If I'd timed the terrain ending better, it may have been doable. I need to see Weezing protect here, but there's no way Weezing protects. Strange Demon and Amoonguss is alright as well. Okay, that's not good for me. 114 down to 74, so I'm not actually taking that much damage. Honestly, that's less damage than a poison would have done. Oh, they survived. That's not good. Am I dead? I survive. I do survive. Hold on a second. So now I have a choice to make because I can go for Pollen Puff, but I can also go for Spore. I think I'm in okay shape actually. So I'm gonna Moonblast Pollen Puff here. Miraidon. Hold on. Because I hit this thing with Moonblast. Hold on. Strange Team. No. Okay. They haven't terrored yet. Give me special attack drop here. That's what I want. I want to see some special attack drops in the chat. Did a lot. Okay, no special attack drop. I think I just Moongeist Beam and Pollen Puff myself. Okay. Not a bad play. They're probably sacking Weezing to go into Ice Rider. The question then becomes what happens. How many turns of Trick are left? Oh, I didn't go back to full. Dang. That poison is annoying. I KO the Weezing. Chi-Yu's in range of Pollen Puff. I have Ice Rider, or I have, what's it called in the back still? I took too much damage, I fear. Oh, wait. I think I can win. Hold on. Calyrex comes out. No, can I win? No, I can't win. They haven't terrored yet. What's their Terra? Water? Fire? Like, the question is, does Amoonguss survive this? Oh, it's the last turn of Trick Room, so I think I'm hosed. I feel like I have to take this KO and hope I survive a Glacial Lance, which is possible. This play doesn't make any sense. I could win. It's theoretically possible. Actually, ironically, Protect would have changed. Okay, Terra Fire. That's fine. So... It's technically possible. It's not likely, but it is possible. If Amoonguss survives this turn is basically the big if, I think. Like Amoonguss would need to survive this Glacial Lance, which is very unlikely, but this thing could be tanky, so it's possible. I don't know. I dodged. Okay, I died. Okay. Yeah, that's going to make things tough because I'm poisoned and burnt. If I weren't poisoned and burnt, it might be possible, but in this position, pretty unlikely, I think. Okay, that's fine. I mean, getting it close was impressive in my opinion, given how bad the start was. But I do think that this Ice Rider shows a problem with what I did game one because I just didn't have the tool. Like, I don't really have tools to hit this thing great. I have to kind of rely on getting it to an end game which is favored for me. Buttermane comes out, Miraidon comes out. So if they hit one Leech Seed, it's kind of over insta kind of over. I just go for Wide Guard here. In order to win this, I would need them to make a pretty massive mistake, which is like just Glacial Lancing a bunch. They can just go for Leech Seed somewhat safely, and if they connect a single Leech Seed, I will die to the passive damage. They don't protect here with Miraidon, so if I win, this is a 50-50 chance that I win the speed tie. If I win the speed tie, I get the Miraidon. I won the speed tie, I got the Miraidon. If they Glacial Lance this turn, there is a very narrow window where I could come back into this game. But I think it makes more sense that they would go for Leech Seed here. Into Flutter, though. Interesting. Okay. The issue is that I'm going to take infinite damage, number one, and I'm poisoned. I think I just died to another one of those, actually. Oh, I'm so dead. Yeah, I'm super, super dead. Yeah, there's the Protect. Yeah, they got me. I did think Ensign would have helped here, to be honest. Having Intimidate. It was closer than it should have been given how the early turns went, is what I want to say about it, I think. The Chi is a problem, though, right? Like, Chi is a problem. The Wheezing is a problem. It's not so easy for me to break through these concepts, I think. I want to know how much this does to terastallized thingy. Nothing. Okay, I have another option here. It's a little bit suspect, but I do have it. Hang on. I know that they are timid max speed Wheezing. Miraidon. And they're not choice specs. So what that means in practice is I could do the Forbidden Tech. It's just really risky. Like really, really, really risky. The Forbidden Tech is to lead with Ursaluna here. Because here's my thought process, right? I think I do need, I want Trick Room to be up in order. I think Trick Room being up like helps me win this. I think I go for it. I think I bring Ursaluna. What do I do versus that lead though? Because like the problem is that Draco Meteor doesn't KO me, but Draco Meteor plus Strange Steam will KO me. Probably. I should calc that. I would need Strange Steam to do like nothing. This is just kind of risky is the thing. This gives me tools against Dozo. It gives me some, with Instant I have some tools against Chiyu. The Miraidon's the real breaker here. I need to get through the Miraidon in order to win this game, I think. Okay, Miraidon and Wheezing once more. So here's the question. Do they go for Draco or do they go for like Volt Switch? Because if I go Protect and they just like Volt Switch plus, like if I go Trick Room here and they just attack. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. I could also go Moongeist Beam here because in order to KO Ursaluna, they would need to go for Draco Meteor. So I could Moongeist Beam and go for the 2-shot and say, okay, you have to give me something here because once Wheezing goes down, this match actually becomes significantly easier for me. Oh, they could protect both, but that threatens a Trick Room, which I don't think they want. Okay, it is Volt Switch. So Miraidon gets an attack off here at full power, which is actually not bad for me. Also crazy turn 1 play, in my opinion. Just raw Volt Switch. I mean, they never lose Miraidon, so it makes some sense. Is it Dozo or is it something else? It's Chiyu. I get Chiyu for free on the first turn. Okay, probably. I should say I probably get Chiyu for free, but is that even good for me? I guess that actually even good for me. This damage is good for sure. Oh, I get another crit. Thank you. Okay, they poison Wheezing, or they poison Ursaluna, so that actually means that... Oh, they missed... That's actually pretty ideal. It's actually very ideal. Okay, I KO Chiyu for free. So that's good because I actually don't have that many answers to Chiyu. Okay, the problem is they go back into Miraidon and then what happens? Oh, wait, that was Volt Switch though. Hang on. Okay, here's Miraidon. Like, I really don't think that I can afford to let Lunala die here. So I think I have to switch it out into a Moongus here and go for another... I think I like Headlong Rush here. They only have 4 more turns, 3 after this. I think this is going to be Electro Drift. Okay, hang on. Oh, but Strange Steam could confuse is the problem. Okay, if Strange Team confuses, I might lose. If I Earthquaked, I would have been so goated. Oh, into this slot. Hold on. Wait. I get confused? Okay, so they would have confused me. However, Amoonguss is still alive. And now I have like Incin Ursaluna versus like Incin Ursaluna Amoonguss versus Lunala still versus this whole thing. I can actually win this game guaranteed if I get rid of Wheezing. Calyrex comes out. Okay. So if I get Amoonguss next to... I gotta switch Amoonguss out here. Okay. I'm gonna try and win this game on the spot. I'm gonna switch and... I guess Facade is fine here. They haven't Terra'd. Facade is fine. All my moves will activate Rocky Helmet. Okay, it's fine. So here's the thing. This Ice Rider's only attacks are Leech Seed and Glacial Lance. So if I get into a position... Oh, they Poison Gassed. They wanted Lunala to come in, but I didn't go for it. So if I get into a position where I have Lunala plus Amoonguss, I can actually... Oh, and I'm faster. Okay, good. Wheezing goes down. That means I have an Intimidate, which is very nice. I have guaranteed game. I see it. I have a guaranteed win here. This is actually pretty cool. They're -1. They're going to get a boost here, which is fine. Ursaluna has done so much work, taking 3 KOs. Why did that do unlimited damage to my Incineroar? Hello, was that a crit? Okay, otherwise I don't know what's going on. Okay, they're at +0, which is fine because I have a guaranteed win condition here. An actual, real, true, no baloney guaranteed win condition. Here's the situation. Calyrex Ice Rider only has 4 moves, as most Pokemon do, which are Protect, Glacial Lance, Trick Room, and Leech Seed, okay? Protect doesn't do any damage. Trick Room doesn't do any damage. So the only moves they have that can do damage are Leech Seed and Glacial Lance. And that's relevant because Wide Guard fully stops all the damage that Glacial Lance can do. Totally. With Wide Guard active, there is no way for Calyrex to do damage. With Glacial Lance, Protect, Trick Room, Glacial Lance, can't do any damage. Which only leaves Leech Seed. And with this position, Calyrex cannot use Leech Seed because while Wide Guard stops Glacial Lance, Rage Powder redirects Leech Seed. And as a Grass-type Pokemon, Amoonguss is fully immune to Calyrex. And so I'm able to click Rage Powder and Wide Guard for the next 15 turns if I want. And it does not matter what my opponent clicks because none of their moves are capable of doing any damage into this combination of attacks. They go for Terra Fire, Rage Powder redirects, first of all, Wide Guard blocks the the spread move, the Glacial Lance, and then Rage Powder redirects the single target move of Leech Seed. Protect, no damage. Trick Room, no damage. Leech Seed doesn't work on Amoonguss. Glacial Lance doesn't work on Wide Guard. I can do this forever until I run out of PP. But yeah, so this might be a timer win, but I do think this is satisfying enough. I have other ways of winning this if I wanted. For example, Wide Guard plus Spore and then reposition and go for Moongeist Beam, whatever. But this is guaranteed. And I'm playing this seriously. So I'm gonna do what I would do in a tournament, which is, or like a little, I would do if like at a live tournament. Of course, there is a possibility that I would run out of PP before the timer ends, but I think that's unlikely because each of these moves has an animation. So that actually adds extra time to the timer. Another Leech Seed doesn't affect Amoonguss. Yeah. I only have 8 left. Wait, I only have 8 left. Okay, I gotta start taking my time more. I was rushing a little. Oh, if I run out of Wide Guards, I could lose. It is possible. Wait, am I even gonna win? Am I gonna run out of Wide Guards? Am I even maxed on Wide Guard? I don't even know how this works. Rage Powder, Wide Guard. I don't want to let it get too... I should save like a minute and I should save like a minute and a half, right? Surely the game match is close to over, right? I have 6 left. Show me the 3-minute timer mark. Show it to me. Show me the 3 minutes left in the battle mark. I've been here for so long and all these things take animations. I wonder if each of these turns takes each of these moves takes a full minute though. I'm almost out of Rage Powders. Forget Wide Guard. Do I even win this? Another Leech Seed. How much PP does Leech Seed have? I have no idea. I only have 3 left. I might lose. I should probably, I guess I have to, well, I thought I had this for sure. I thought it was guaranteed. Oh man. I went for Lance that time. Where's the end of the battle? I just want the battle. Like, come on. Let the battle end. Okay, I think I have to slow down the pace a little bit and go for Spore plus Wide Guard. Okay, this time I Spore. Trust. I don't Rage Powder. Show me the end of the battle, please. This like buys me a couple turns. No! I got touched. They touched me. Oh, man. Oh, man. I'm going to run out of wide guards. This sucks. Okay, new plan. Get into -6 attack. And then I have Terra Water. No, they touched me. Okay, now I Pollen Puff and switch. They touched me. Oh, they're -1. I hate this Calyrex. And then I fake out and switch. I go back to healthy mode, healthy gamer mode. When's this battle gonna end? When is it gonna end? I've been so good. I've been so good. Switch out and fake out. I think I might lose. No. I win. Oh, they went for protect. They're crazy. I'm almost out. Oh, wait, they don't have any recovery outside of Leech Seed. Hold on. Wait, no, I'm fine. I have 2 left. I'm going to lose. I'm actually going to lose. Oh, man. Okay, stay asleep. When is this battle going to end? I ran out of wide guards. I didn't know that could happen. No! Glacial. No! Oh, man. Wait, I actually might lose. Oh, it's my last one. I didn't realize. 3 minutes until the battle ends. Okay. Wide guard plus Spore. Trust. Wide guard plus Spore. Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. They land. It's fine. I had 1 left. I kept 1 in reserve just in case. Jeez. Okay. Yes, Glacial Lens is amazing because it hits both Pokemon and Wide Guard blocks both, so it takes more time compared to like Leech Seed, which is just a little text. Okay, this thing falls asleep, which is very, very nice. Thank you for falling asleep. I have 55 seconds. I'm out of Wide Guards. I've never seen that before in my entire life. Let's go Moongeist Beam and Pollen Puff, and then we can switch out. Show me the 2-minute mark. Okay, thank you. 2 more minutes. Nice. Little damage. Cheeky damage. Oh, damage. Okay. And then they heal the damage that I just did, but that's good because it means that now there's even more animation time because they have to heal themselves. I have 45 seconds left. I will switch here and I will Terra Water and Spore here. I save my Terra for the end of the game so that I could waste more time at the crucial moment. At the crucial moment, this is what I need. -2 Ice Rider. Because now I'm susceptible to Leech Seed, but I don't care. I cannot believe I ran out of wide guards. That's completely nuts. They stay asleep, which is great. And actually, the poison takes longer too. 60 seconds. I just had to make it for 60 more seconds, which I think means that I always can win this. Because I get to go for Fake Out plus Side Pollen Puff, I guess. Fake Out. I just need to make sure I don't run out of my time. Fake Out plus Side Pollen Puff. They wake up, but they don't get to attack. Because I have a Pokemon lead, they always win at the end of the battle. 29, 28. I have 35 seconds left of my time. If my timer hits 0, then I lose. Let's go ahead and just lock in Flare Blitz here because it doesn't require a switch, and protect. And we just got to keep an eye on my time. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Give it 1 more second and then lock in protect. Okay, GG. Well, that was more exciting of an end game than I expected. GG. So I didn't get any break. I didn't get a single second of break, which could actually end up being a problem, I fear. Because this matchup is versus the team that got second at NAIC, and it's not like so easy, I think. Like, I think it's probably not, I wouldn't consider it actually even a little bit easy. The problem is the Ogerpon Hearthflame, to be honest. It's actually not, like, Ogerpon Hearthflame plus Incineroar is somewhat challenging, I would say. I have kind of 2 main approaches I can take versus this. I can go with Flutter Mane up front, which is one option, or I can go with Amoonguss in the back. I probably bring Lunala and Incin always. I think I'll try my less obvious mode, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. And then switch to Flutter Mane game 2. Incineroar Calyrex is all right. It's not amazing by any means, but it's not terrible either. I do have to watch out because Calyrex could definitely cause me some problems here. I'm threatening just a KO with Moongeist Beam. They are Life Orb and they're Dark Terra. So, oh, they're slower. Okay, cool. And they're helmets. Okay. So this isn't great. I'll go Terra Fairy Trick Room, I think, and Fake Out here. Means taking some damage, which I don't love. Calyrex switches. Okay, cool. So this just probably Zamazenta. But it's Rillaboom. Interesting. Rillaboom doesn't normally come in this matchup. So that means they're either missing Ogerpon or they're missing Zamazenta. In both cases, it's actually like not bad for me. Yeah, wait, Koraidon kind of goes crazy. Oh wait, that's just true in general. Never mind. So I have my Terra used now, which isn't like super pog, but it's all right. They don't necessarily have Zamazenta. It is possible they've left it behind. Because I don't want Lunala to be at -1 special attack. What I want to do is get Koraidon in at the right time and just kill everything. Big Koraidon blast. Yeah, they fake out the slot, which makes sense. Parting shot into my Amoonguss, which is what I expected. And the problem here is that they actually don't have a good Spore switch in. Like their best option is... Oh, they do have a good Spore switch in. I apologize. I stand corrected. It's actually quite bad for me. So they did bring Ogerpon here. Okay. They left behind Zamazenta. Okay, so my Fairy Terra is actually great. The problem is now my positioning is bad. So the problem here is, you know what? I'm going to hard switch to Koraidon and Parting Shot here. It's actually pretty bad. Yeah, okay, actually they brought full support core here. I guess when I saw Rillaboom, I could have assumed Ogerpon. This still isn't great positioning for me. They could protect here with Ogerpon. Okay, they don't protect. So this is going to be like U-turn plus Ivy Cudgel most likely. The good news is that Koraidon goes crazy, but I have to actually get into a position where I can attack things. I go into Amoonguss. Okay. The problem is this could put me in range of Ivy Cudgel if this was also targeting into the slot. I need to get rid of this Ogerpon. Okay, instant coming in here is fine because it doesn't actually threaten that much. As long as my Amoonguss makes it through the turn, that is. Like if Amoonguss makes it through, then I'm kind of chilling. They read me. That's incredible. Really well done. And they get the kill. Is that a crit? And they're... Oh my god, wait, I'm actually in huge trouble now. I think I lose off of that. Oh, that sucks so much. Okay, I think I might lose now. Because I'm -1 on the Lunala. I'm -1 Koraidon. Oh wow, that was a crazy play. I guess I had a safer play there. I just didn't go for it. I think I need to go for something crazy. You know what I can do here is I can actually close combat this slot and Moongeist Beam this slot. I want to double it. Is that bad? That's bad. Okay, I mean I'm -1 Lunala, which is the main primary thing I wanted to avoid, so that's not good. Unless they bring in Shadow Rider here. But if they go into Rillaboom, my position gets real bad real fast, unfortunately. They're playing honestly so well. Yeah, I mean, I get Rillaboom, but that's kind of a crappy compensation for what I've given up. But they haven't even Terra'd yet. Nothing. I don't think close combat kills. I don't think I... Cudgel. Google. I think it's actually better if I don't kill here. That's bad. Okay. I think with a Amoonguss down, I'm probably not winning this. Yeah, they played really well. I think I needed to use Koraidon in the early game instead. Oh, they went to instant. Hang on, wait. This is a way back in. This is technically a way back in for me. I was expecting Shadow Rider here. You know what? They might go for Helping Hand here. I'm going to close combat and switch. I need to get this drop off. I don't love this play. The problem is the speed tiers with their Calyrex. Should we Fake Out? Terra. Tell me this is Helping Hand, Terra, Fire, Ogerpon. Show me Helping Hand. Jarvis, show me Helping Hand. Okay, that's fine, even though I'm Covert Cloak. Oh wait, who are they killing? They're killing Lunala or are they killing Koraidon? Lunala, okay. 153 down to 82. Yeah, it's a lot. That's a lot too. Hold on here. So the problem is that, well, there's actually a lot of problems. Like I can KO Ogerpon with another hit. Like, okay, because they've Terra'd, now my Lunala looks really good. Maybe I just make a read and go for close combat plus Parting Shot here. Oh, great play. Oh, they got me. They really got me. shoot. That was a really good move. I didn't even see that. Oh, yeah, I didn't see that one at all. I could still win this for what it's worth. It's just going to get a little bit trickier. This is a pretty bad turn for me, truthfully. Because they can now parting shot and get in again safely. Yeah, and they go back to +1. Yeah, parting shot here actually just makes this almost impossible, I think. Yeah, they actually have a safe guaranteed win, I think. Right on, yep. Yeah, I can't win anymore. They really well maneuvered. Because basically the problem here is that because I lost my Shadow Shield and because Ogerpon is still healthy, there's no way for me to get Trick Room up again. I'm really close. If I'd gotten through the Shadow Rider, I would have had it. But yeah, and the Sun is up for 1 turn too many. I would need to make a mistake. Yeah, they played really well. They would need to Psychic this turn, basically. Psychic into Koraidon, which is not something they're going to do. Yeah, they played really well. So I'll have to adjust for game 2. Yeah, there was no way to stop this on my end, like, because they go for Ivy Cudgel in the same turn. And so even if I wide guard, I still take too much from Ivy Cudgel that I don't actually make any ground. Yeah, perfect play, honestly. Yeah, they played really well. I'll need to step it up if I want to win game 2. I think Amoonguss is too passive versus this. I do think they're going to make a Pokemon adjustment game 2, but I still think that I need to get more offense up front. So I think I need to go with the Flutter Mane game plan. I'm just going to confirm that their Calyrex is in fact faster than me. And it is faster. Cool. Okay, it's fine. Like, I mean, it's not good, but it's okay. This team has a really solid, like, strong defensive backbone. So what I need is I need to find a way to break through it in the early game, I think. So I think the answer then is Koraidon up front. I think it's got to be these 4. The only option is I could leave Incin behind here. Okay, it could be Ursaluna. I don't normally bring Ursaluna this matchup. Incin's good into Ogerpon Hearthflame. I kind of need it for Ogerpon Hearthflame, right? Yeah, and to get Trick Room up, I think it's got to be Incin. Ogerpon Hearthflame, Rillaboom, it's good into Incin. Okay, let's give this a shot. So let's talk about macro goals here. Clearing the Ogerpon is important, but baiting out the Terra is also, or like forcing out the Terra is also very important, I think. If Incineroar is on the field, Icy Wind plus Terrafire Flare Blitz will KO every Pokemon that's not Incineroar on this team, except for Bolt. So that's a way to get around the ambiguity of the Terra Dark versus no Terra Dark thing. It is Incin and Calyrex again, so this is what I was expecting. My instinct is they're not just going to let me click Shadow Ball here, but Double Protect is also somewhat safe, is the thing. So yeah, Flutter Mane is definitely very, very good here, I think. Yeah, I'll just do this. It's fine. Yeah, I mean, I suspected it was switching out, but I didn't really want to do anything about it. Zamazenta comes in. Okay, that's new. That's new. I wanted to Moonblast and Close Combat, but that's all right. That's all right. We go for Fake Out, so okay, I played safe. I didn't have to, but it's all right. I think they really want to get rid of my Flutter Mane here. I'm an empath, and that's what I'm sensing. So they don't have both Rillaboom and Ogerpon. We can assume the last mon is somewhat safely Ogerpon, right? I think this is okay. That's not good. Is it Water Zama or is it Water Incin? Okay, it's Zama. So I wasted an attack with Flutter Mane, which isn't ideal. However, it is worth noting that now because Zamazenta has Terastallized, Flutter Mane can no longer, or not Flutter Mane. Oh, they super want my Koraidon dead. That's fine. I mean, it's not great, but it's okay. Oh. We trade Incin for Koraidon, which probably seems like a bad trade, but because Lunala is actually pretty decent here, I think this is okay. I assume I'm losing Koraidon here. Because, like, I mean, the Helping Hand doesn't do anything for this KO at this point, and I don't think you ever Helping Hand Heavy Slam. Do you Body Press? Yeah, okay. So I trade 1 for 1, which I know seems bad, which might be bad, but I think it might be okay. Let's go into Lunala here. And it's Bolt. Mr. Bolt. Okay. Photosynthesis is active. It's Booster Bolt, though, so that doesn't do anything. Let's go into Incin and Protect. Okay. Show me a drop. Give me a cheeky drop. Okay.
They're doubling the slot. Which is okay. Okay, they did double it, which is bad. Oh, it didn't even do that much, though. Hang on. So you know what I'm going to do here? So I'm going to go Trick Room plus Switch. And I want to see Protect here. Or I want to see Thunderclap. Okay. Surely this is Heavy Slam and not Body Press. Heavy Slam Flutter. Again? Oh, man. Okay. It's fine. It's just not fine at all. I'm going to lose, I think. Because of this Raging Bingus. This is the wrong move. Times 1 trillion. There's so many ways that I lose here. Like there's so many options that I lose to. Thunderclap into... Yeah. That's going to be a guaranteed loss, I fear. I didn't figure it out in time. Oh, they predicted both. Hold on, 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 hold on. Hold, 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 hold. How many turns of Trick Room are still left? Sun ends, which is bad. Yeah, I didn't think about what would happen in this end game, but that's okay. Booster activates. Okay, I Terra now. I might be able to win. There's a small... There's a not... Actually, no, there's a not so small chance. Okay. Hold on. I might be able to win this. It's technically possible. A Thunderclap, and it fails. Assuming Flare Blitz kills here, which it really should, because this is a high base power move, and Raging Bolt is low HP. I get the Bolt. Okay. So here's the thing. My Flutter Mane still has Sash intact. And my Incineroar 1v1 to the Zamazenta because I have Ghost Terra. Cool. So, in this position, Shadow Rider comes out, it cannot Terra. And you think that this is a mind game, right? Okay, I lose on Double Protect, which is okay. If I lose on Double Protect, then I lose on Double Protect, and that's just the way that it works. Because I can Parting Shot here, basically. Shadow Ball plus Parting Shot. They go for Protect. I had to go for it, I think. Go Parting Shot. I have to go into Lunala here. If I still had knockoff, there was another way through this, but I don't have knockoff. Heavy Slam brings me down to Sash. Okay, I win unless I get the Double Protect, which is okay. It's not amazing. 2/3 of the time I'll win this game because I assume that I always 1v1. Is it even worth sacking? Like, it's not. Like, I should play to... I should Protect and I should Moongeist Beam. Okay. I don't think there's anything else. I don't think there's any optimizations. I think that this is kind of just... I win 2/3 of the time. And if I lose, then that's just... I deserve to lose. But I got good information nonetheless, so I'm okay with it either way. This is a small optimization, but it doesn't really matter unless I... Come on! Don't get it! Okay, I think I win now. I should win now. I was a little bit close for comfort. I was pretty sure they were going to get it, to be honest. I don't like how close this was. I get Calyrex. Cool. And the Heavy Slam. All right. So Moonblast would have been slightly better. But yeah, basically I win as long as I connect a Will-O-Wisp at some point. Triple Ghost, okay? But Zamazenta could still win this. It's not impossible. Although with the damage it has, it's going to be pretty tough because I just need one... Literally, I just need one Will-O-Wisp to connect. But Heavy Slam is still high base power, so... Protect. Le Protect. I need to burn them before they crit me, so the odds are very heavily in my favor. But they're not guaranteed. I go Protect and Will-O-Wisp. I try to get myself one more chance. They've called out me out a couple times, but I think the upside of this is so big. I just need one Will-O-Wisp to connect. They call it out. They don't crit, but they do 40 damage. And I hit Will-O-Wisp. Okay, so I should win now. Jeez, okay. Now I should think about game 3, because I think with the guaranteed damage from Moonblast, I'm probably going to win this. Oh, I might have had a team sheet error. Because they called a judge, and I'm wondering why. Oh, team sheet error. Oh, my bad. I guess I submitted the wrong team sheet. It's totally possible. I did this like late last night. Okay, so I get the loss here, which is fine. Yeah, that's what happens. I don't normally have team sheet errors, but yeah, like I said, I submitted. Did I really submit the wrong one? How do I see my team sheet? Team list. Yep, I have the wrong thing on the team sheet. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so I lose due to team sheet error, which is totally fine. I'm happy I brought that one back because it was a little bit tricky. I get a game loss this time, totally fine. I still get to play in the tournament. We'll have the correct team sheet going forward. Okay, I'm here with round 5. I'm definitely starting to feel a little tired, so I'm hoping to get some energy back in this game, this set, this match, this fun time. We're going up against an interesting team. They have Zacian and Miraidon, which is not a super common pairing, and they also have some less common picks like Iron Julius, Entei, and most importantly Okidogi. Yuki used Okidogi at some point, and so, well, we normally call it Yukidogi, but I misspoke. Anyway, yeah, Yukidogi is kind of scary because it means my Incineroar is not as good. This team is actually interesting because it has Chenpao and Zacian who are really bad versus Incin, but then it also has like Okidogi, Entei into Incin. So it's gonna make team selection here a little bit challenging. I think this is probably a matchup where Fluttermane and Koraidon gives me a lot of like pressure from the get-go because this is Specs Miraidon, so I'm threatening a KO right from the beginning. And I definitely want Lunala here, and I definitely don't want a Moongus. So Ursaluna inside Trick Room could be good here because if I get Trick Room up, Ursaluna kind of just clears everything. However, Incin gives me more, Incin helps me actually get the Trick Room up and gives me more like defensive tools as well, but it's worse versus Entei specifically, who can be kind of difficult, I think. I think I bring Incin. I think in the first game I'd rather play it safe. Incin is also just a really nice switch in, and it's just so good versus Zacian and versus Chenpao. It's like one of the best Pokemon. This is Sacred Sword Terra Stellar Zacian, so I need to watch out because my Incin is actually quite frail on the physical side. It's gonna be kind of tough because every mon on this team has Protect as well, except for Yukidogi and Specs Miraidon. So I think in terms of Pokemon I want to clear, Entei is pretty big and Chenpao is pretty big because I think that I think Lunala Incin is pretty good into a lot of the other stuff. Okidogi Chenpao, okay, interesting. So I could just KO Okidogi right away if I wanted. It's Guard Doggy. I have a lot of options here because I am threatening just a one-shot, which is nice. The thing that I'm worried about is this Chenpao. How much do you think Terrafire Flame Charge does? Chat, be honest with me. Do you think Terrafire Flame Charge kills Okidogi with Sword of Ruin? I'm pretty sure this is going to KO, unless they switch out but what's the Terra type on this thing? It's Dark. I don't know if this is going to KO, but like, I think it'd be really funny if it did, so I'm going for it. Show me Protect. Oh, that's not good.
Fluttermane, dodge it.
Oh, I still have my Focus Sash. Okay, I need to do like 7%. I have no idea how much that did. Anyway, I broke the Focus Sash. I got the speed boost. I go for the Flame Charge. This should KO. Please let this KO. I made an almost unthinkable level of mistake. And now I die. I could have done anything else. Literally anything else would have been better. Okay, I lose now. That's fine. It was funny. Okay, I can win if I call out which mon is going to attack here, right? But the thing is I Terra'd. I Terra'd for no reason. This is the wrong play. This is the wrong play. This play never works. I mean, I need a Moonblast. Okay, I made the right play. I'm a genius. Okay. I'm still gonna lose, but it's fine. They're -1 Chenpao. Like Chenpao only gets to KO 1 is the thing. They go into Zacian. This thing doesn't have. Okay, surely this works. I switch out and Moonblast, and I say you're gonna Sucker Punch my Koraidon. Surely you're gonna Sucker Punch my Koraidon. Surely Koraidon is the Pokemon you care about here, right? Like, you don't want to lose Zacian here, surely. I had so many better options. It's fine. If I get this call right, I still win. Okay, I got the call right. I might win. I said I do still win, but I actually don't know. I get rid of Chenpao. Zacian's at +0. But I lose Flutterhar. Now what? Okay, now? Okay, I see how to win. Okay, I see how to win. I go into Lunala. They go into Miraidon. Okay, and I go Fake Out Trick Room, and then I go Moonblast Flare Blitz. And I say, I hope this KOs. I hope Fake Out plus Moonblast plus Flare Blitz KOs. Fake Out. Oh, and I have Will-O-Wisp. I forgot to tell my opponent I had Will-O-Wisp. Okay, I just can't use it. I have no fourth move here. That's my bad. It's Fairy Terror, right? I forgot to tell them. Okay, I'm allowed to have Will-O-Wisp now, but I need to tell my opponents, and I didn't tell them, so I can't use that move slot this game or this set. I can tell them after this game. Okay, here's the Terra. Oh, is it Zacian? Puts me right on. Okay, that makes my life way easier because now I get to go. I think this is actually just straight up better for me, unless this is the last turn of Sun, but I don't think so. I feel like I've been playing very fast, so I don't think this is the last turn of Sun. Take out, good damage. That's great damage. Oh, that's great. Okay, cool. Like, I just need to make sure I don't lose both Mons in the same turn. And I don't think I can lose both anymore. Unless they get some kind of crazy Gleam crits. Trick Room goes up. Going up. Now, as long as Sun is still active, I get to go for Flare Blitz in the Sun plus Moongeist Beam. The reason why the Terra is good for me there is because I no longer have to play a guessing game of whether or not they're going to Terra. I know that they're going to Terra because they already have Terra. And that means that I can use the slightly higher base power move of Moongeist Beam rather than Moonblast. And also, it's not only that it's slightly stronger in base power, it's also that it's a stab move. So it's actually over 50% stronger. I think Moonblast would have done enough here. But it's possible that super effective Moonblast and not very effective Flare Blitz might not have KO'd. It doesn't really matter. I win here. I can Flare Blitz and Moongeist Beam. So in the end, it was actually really good that I had Instant here. So I think I'll bring Instant again. Okay, cool. Pretty good win, honestly. Especially given how bad okay, not a good win. Really nice end game given how bad the beginning was. Okay, I need to wait for them to confirm before we start the second game. Because I don't want to be getting some kind of a moral advantage. Okay, cool. They saw it. Okay, so I feel pretty good with the Pokemon I brought. I just feel kind of bad about the way that I made the early turns there. So I think I do the same thing again. But this time I don't go for Terrifier Flame Charge for no reason. Does that sound reasonable? Everybody on board with that? Like, I don't want to lose most of Koraidon's HP for no reason. So I think this game, the goal is to slow down a little bit. I feel like my fatigue is when I get fatigued, I tend to play a little bit more recklessly, which is what happened there. So I think my goal the second game is to use the defensive backbone of my team, use Incineroar, use Lunala, and basically don't go for the like if there's ambiguous situations in the early and mid game, don't necessarily just pick an option and pray that it works, which is what I did that last game. Instead, try and find situations like take your foot off the gas a little bit, take my foot a little off the gas, so that I can find plays that are harder to cover but will advance me nonetheless. That's the nerdy way of saying basically let's not like just throw this game like arbitrarily. Okay, that's not good. This Entei is vintage. How am I supposed to beat vintage Entei over here? Hello? He said a bunch of really bad stuff. Is it Choice Band? It's not. It's the Life Orb. Okay. Orb. So public enemy number one to me is this Entei. The problem is that both these Pokemon can protect. So I think protect and switch to instant is somewhat reliable here. The only question is, do I want to go for close combat? Maybe I get a Terra. Getting a Terra here would be good. Like the obvious play from my end is to go for something like Icy Wind in close combat into one of the slots. So I don't think you ever want a Sacred Fire here. What I expect here is Paranormal Extreme Speed and Sucker Punch both into Koraidon. And you call it the Terra. No Terra. Okay. Interesting. Maybe they are going for Sacred Fire. They go for Protect. Okay. Are they protecting both? Because that would be actually kind of good for me, I think. Okay. They protected both. Nice play. They wanted to bait out an option. They wanted to stall a turn of Sun. They did just protect their Chen-Pao though, which is quite bad for them, I think. It's probably fine for me to go for Terrifier here. I'm just kind of worried about the consequences. Oh wait, I can Terrifier close combat. I have Will-O-Wisp, but now I can actually use it. So I kind of like Terrifier close combat and Will-O-Wisp here. Because of the Intimidate, I don't think I go down to a Sucker Punch Paranormal Extreme, especially without Choice Band. It'll do a lot. I would trade them on. Okay, they switch out. So this is Zacian or Okidogi. That's good. If it's Miraidon, it becomes a little harder. Okay, so it's Miraidon. I could have Parting Shotted. My bad, I guess. This is actually a really good play from them because I didn't go for Parting Shot or Flare Blitz. I went for Will-O-Wisp. So they got my Terra for free, basically. And now I'm actually just straight up weak to... Yeah, nice play. Okay, so they don't do that much damage, but it's actually enough probably to put me in Sucker Punch range later. I get the KO. If this has been Parting Shot, it would have been a lot better for me. And because they still have Terra available, I have to watch out for Taunt Chen-Pao. So overall, I would say this actually isn't going that well. Like, getting rid of the Entei is good, but it's not that good. It's not like, you know, it's not amazing. And now I have to have something take a Miraidon attack, which is also quite bad, I think. The good news is I am threatening a lot here. You go into Zacian. Okay, actually, that changes things a little bit. Because... Interesting. Okay, that actually changes things a bit. Because it means that I have safer options now. I can go Protect and Switch if I want into one of my Mons. I think I like just Protect and Switch here. The question is, which of my Pokemon is the least valuable? at full HP? I think the answer is Flutter Mane. Because I think I can still win this game in trick. Like Ensign plus thingy still wins the game for me. Thingy. Ensign plus Lunala will still win the game for me in the right conditions. Terra. Cool. Perfect. That makes my life so much easier. And it is Stellar Zacian. Okay, cool. So that just makes my life so much easier. Because now the Miraidon can't tear out of the close combat, and the Chimpo can't tear out a Ghost. It is Sacred Sword, so they're trying to get the KO on my Koraidon, which makes sense. This could be Volt Switch, which would be a little bit tricky. Okay, it's Drift. Okay, cool. So I have an Icy Wind close combat KO on the slot. So what am I trying to do here, right? I go Icy Wind close combat. I lose a Mon in exchange. Do I even need Icy Wind? Like, I'm probably fast. Icy Wind covers for Chien-Pao switch in, so I should go for it. I go close combat, and I go, I think Icy... Oh, no, I need to Icy Wind because Zacian's faster. Oh my god. I, like, totally blanked. That's why I need to Icy Wind. Okay, I hit both. Great. So I get -1 speed in the Zacian. This doesn't really matter. The chip could help, maybe, on the Zacian. The thing is, they only get 1 KO here, which is quite good for me. And yeah, having Will-O-Wisp plus Lunala in the endgame is going to make this a lot nicer, but it's actually, it could get kind of tricky because I'm playing basically to a Lunala plus... Okay, I'm dead. But the good thing is that they don't have the boost on the fight. Oh, I'm alive. And they're -1 speed. So I just sack here. I try and get both my Mons dead, I think. Okay, what I can do here is I can go for Flare Blitz here and Moonblast here, because if one Mon protects, then I get to go into Instant and double, like, fake out Chien-Pao and attack with Zacian. Attacking with Zacian. Okay, cool. So I should lose both here, which is actually exactly what I wanted. Is it exactly what I wanted? Because Sword of Ruin is still active. Hold on a second. Because I have Trick Room available. Oh, they went for Sacred Sword. Interesting. Okay. That's not ideal, actually, is it? I think I go Instant here, right? Threaten Fake Out. I get them to -1, and then I get another Intimidate down. Okay, cool. I switch out, and I go for a Moonblast. It's somewhat difficult to punish this, I think. Yeah, Instant is just so good against these two. I'm really glad I have Instant and not Ursaluna here. Okay, Protect. It's fine. And if they predict Zacian here, I think I actually have a pretty safe way to win. Okay, they predict Zacian, which is excellent, because now what this allows me to do is go for Moonblast into the Chien-Pao, which can only be stopped via Sucker Punch. And if they Sucker Punch my Flutter Mane, then I can KO them with Moonblast from... Actually, Moongeist Beam is technically more optimal. The way that this play actually punishes with Double Protect. But I figure that's pretty unlikely because Trick Room is what I want to go for here, most likely. Trick Room plus Moonblast. So they just Sucker Punch this slot. And actually, this should be guaranteed, I think, because of Shadow Shield. Even if you critical hit, you don't ignore Shadow Shield's damage reduction properties. And so what that means in this context is that while you do get Terra Steel or Terra Stellar boosted Behemoth Blade, and it would normally do a ton of damage with a crit, maybe it would KO. It would have KO'd with a crit, not considering Shadow Shield, but with Shadow Shield active, even a crit can't pick up the KO. And what this allows me to do is KO Chien-Pao here. And you might be thinking, Wolf, why didn't you set Trick Room? Well, then I would have to worry about Sucker Punch next turn. So I get rid of the Chien-Pao first. And on the Fake Out turn, where they're most likely to protect anyway, I go into Instant. Trick Room is not up. This also gets me an additional turn of Trick Room because now I get to go for Fake Out and Trick Room safely. And there's not really a good counter to that. And this way, even if they were to crit all the remaining attacks, I would most likely win with Moongeist Beam plus Flare Blitz. That's probably a KO. Yeah, late game Lunala against faster teams is quite dangerous. And even though, like, last game I used it to get rid of the Miraidon, and this time it was only the Zacian, having the threat and having the endgame to play to is pretty nice. A well-played Incineroar, even if you have a Pokemon like Okidogi, which, like, has the typing to counter Instant and also has the ability to counter Instant, like, even against Okidogi, like, you just deal with the Okidogi first, and then you bring in Instant. And yeah, like, it's just so difficult to have a team that uses Zacian that doesn't have a weakness to Incineroar. I think one of the main Pokemon Zacian's normally paired with for that reason is Kyogre, which makes sense because Kyogre has an amazing Incineroar matchup. But then if you have a team like Incineroar and Koraidon like mine, you might still have, like, I can still bring Instant versus Kyogre teams because I have Koraidon. Okay, cool. GG's. Yeah, cool team. I like Yukidogi a lot, but Yeah, I think the matchup was pretty heavily in my favor. Okay, I am here with round number 6. I got no idea. Yeah, round number 6. It's another Ice Rider Miraidon team. So it's another team where I am eager to get some experience. And this one actually is the more difficult set, which is the high horsepower plus clear amulet set. So it's not looking super easy. Let's take a look at the other sets here. It's Covert Cloak Whimsicott with more or less standard moveset, Iron Hand, standard moveset with Terra Bug, standard moveset being double fighting moves. So I can Terra Fairy my Lunala, which is probably what I want to do this game. I feel like I don't really have a lot of experience versus these types of teams, but I feel like these are probably the Pokemon I want and probably the order that I want as well. I need to be kind of careful because of the Farigiraf here and the Chi-Yu, but I do feel like this is Terra Water Ice Rider. So I need, if I like, the thing is that there's no recovery on this team at all. So any Moongeist Beam sticks on this, Ice Rider, and there's also no Intimidate. So it may be possible to put myself in a position where I chip down the Ice Rider, stall out the Trick Room, and then close combat everything for the win. Yeah, I think Incineroar is really important here, so I want to make sure I don't lose it too early. The real question is, do they have Farigiraf? Because I think they're bringing Miraidon, Ice Rider, and 2 more. Chi-Yu, there's a case for Chi-Yu, there's a case for Hands, there's a case for Wims, there's a case for all the ones could come. So Miraidon, Whimsicott. So that's interesting to note as a start. You know what I could do here? I could Terra Fairy Moonblast and Will-O-Wisp into the Miraidon, calling out a Volt Switch. Or I could switch Lunala out and Parting Shot into a Pokemon. I normally like to go for the Parting Shot play. Like, Whimsicott's probably going to Tailwind here, right? I don't hate Fake Out plus Fairy Terra Moonblast here. I don't mind being locked into Moonblast, I think. I have no idea. Let's just Fake Out Fairy Terra Moonblast. It's not guaranteed to work. Not guaranteed to not work, though. Okay, no switch out of Farigiraf. So I think that overall this is a pretty decent play. I don't hate it. The Whimsicott is a little annoying, so I'll need to be careful. However, basically getting good damage on the Miraidon is important. This is most likely going to be light screen here. Yeah, it makes sense. The nice thing about Moonblast is it gives me a chance to drop special attack as well. If I get the special attack drop, I think this game opens up a lot because it means that I can go for something like I can Flare Blitz the Whimsicott turn 2, and that does a lot of damage. I'm pretty sure if without light screen they would have gone down. Okay, so they survive, which isn't amazing. I could switch into Ursaluna and Flare Blitz the Whims here, but that would make my positioning kind of bad. I'm gonna switch into Ursaluna and go for Flare Blitz into Whims. I don't think I want this thing sticking around. I'm hoping for Encore here. Ooh. Oh, they're faster. Oh, they were trying to break Shadow Shield. Okay, and they've locked into Drift. Alrighty, that's actually pretty decent for me, I think. So I get rid of Whimsicott now. At the cost of Incineroar, probably, because it's going to be Ice Rider coming in here, and then what happens? I get burned, which is great. The problem is I might lose both. Like, I'm in danger of losing both Pokemon here because it's Iron Hands coming in. Okay, cool. Cool. So do I just sack Incin here? I could switch into Koraidon here and save Incin. Is it ever switch to Koraidon here? Like, is it ever? Yeah, I think I Facade and switch Koraidon into Specs Electro Drift. Surely I survive this, right? If I don't survive, I'm just the worst of all time. And there's nothing else to say about it. I should have checked. Surely Koraidon survives. I already checked this game. I survive. Oh, no Terra. Okay. I survived, but barely. Holy cow. Okay, if I'd done what I wanted to do, which is go for Earthquake, I would be in way better shape. But basically, this is actually kind of a bad trade, I think. Because they still have Light Screen up, right? Now I lose Ursaluna, which is bad. Camp. So I think what I do here is I go Lunala in. Oh, and the last one is Chi-Yu. Whoa, hold on a second, cowboy. I was not ready for that. Wait a second. Hold on a second. Wait a second. I did not expect Chi-Yu as the last. They didn't even... Oh, there's still 2 turns of terrain left. Hang on a second. That's actually extremely bad, right? Oh, wow. I was so fine, and now I'm super not fine. Okay. Do this. What other fire moves? They have Flamethrower, Overheat, and Heat Wave. So they're going to lock Flamethrower here. So they're turning my own Sun against me, which is really bad. It's like... there's some stupid joke here, but whatever. Oh, they went into this slot. Oh my god, that does a lot. Light Screen is still active. I think I'm going to lose this almost definitely now. Did a lot, but not enough. Charge here as well. Okay. Survive. but only barely. They're always going to flamethrower Lunala, right? So I think I just have to let Lunala go down. Do you think Flare Blitz KOs? I think I just have to believe that Flare Blitz in the sun will do enough damage. Okay, here's the Terra. It's got to be Chiyu. My hope basically is that if Chiyu goes to Ghost, then Instant wins. But I don't know for sure that Flare Blitz is going to KO the Iron Hands. Iron Hands is very tanky. But I'm basically banking on the sun here. They KO Lunala. So Lunala, you did a good job, but it wasn't enough. I need Flare Blitz to KO. I have no idea if it does. My instinct is it probably doesn't. Iron Hands is extremely tanky. I know I'm faster. I could have gone for Will-O-Wisp, but I thought I needed the KO. Oh, it gets the kill. Hold on. Okay, how many turns of sun are left? Wait a second, because how much is... So Koraidon's nearly dead. This is the... Okay, there's still at least one more turn of sun, which is that even good for me? I want the sun to end this, like this turn. I want this to be turn 4 of sun, basically. I think there's 2 turns left. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. Like, if I think I survive, then I always protect. I needed them to go Ghost Terra there because otherwise I wasn't sure I was going to win the 1v1, which is why... Okay, I got it right. I should win now. Okay, cool. That was a really great adjustment, honestly, or like a really great call to bring Chiyu because it caused me a lot of problems. Like, I was ready for Ice Rider with my healthy Lunala. Oh, right. Chiyu is like super frail. Oh my God. Wait, my instant went crazy this game. It KO'd Iron Hands from like 40% and then it one-shot Chiyu. Instead of one-shot Christopher Youssef. That's insane. Okay, cool. So Trick Room would have really favored me there. I do need to keep in mind that they could switch up their Pokemon. I imagine, like, I feel like if somebody doesn't bring a restricted game 1, they probably will bring it game 2. So I feel like Ice Rider's probably going to come. The question is Farigiraf, because I did apply a lot of pressure with Fake Out. I think I probably need to be a little bit more conservative with my Fake Outs this game. So let's do the same lead again, but let's plan on playing a little differently. They're probably a little spooked by Will-O-Wisp on Incineroar, which is fair because it does like do a lot into both Ice Rider and Iron Hands. They honestly played really well. Yeah, they like really caught me off guard. And the light screen lasted longer than I wanted it to, as did the Electric Terrain. And they doubled my Lunala on that turn where I switched out Koraidon. If I just attacked, I would have been in much better shape. They're turning my own sun against me was actually quite rude. Did not like that. Turning my son against me. There's some joke there. Turning my own son against me. Who kills his father? Like, does Hamlet kill his father? Does Hamlet kill his father? No, Hamlet does not kill his father. I think he kills his uncle. Okay, who turns their son against? Okay, hang on. There's a joke here. They turned my own son against me. They turned my own son against me. Who gets turned against their parent? Who? Scar? Mufasa? But he's never like, Simba's like never against Mufasa. Who gets, oh my God, I'm sure there's so many. It's like such a common trope, right? I can't think of any. I deserve to go. I deserve to lose every game in this tournament for not being able to think of this stupid joke. Okay, Whimsicott got me right on. Jarvis, blow up the moon. Wait, I'm the moon. Okay, so we know now that we know now that their Whimsicott is faster than the Miraidon, which means that the game is going to lag a little bit. Okay, so I mean, I went for Fake Out Terra Fairy Moonblast last time. I want to just Trick Room, but it could go badly because of the way that this works. I want to Trick Room and switch. Is that bad? I'm going to go for it. I should have taken more time. Holy cow, Wolf. They didn't switch. They don't have Farig. Oh God. Like, I think they have to light screen first. I'm pretty sure they have to light screen first. Okay. Please attack into Ursaluna. Please. Please. Yeah, boy. That's what I'm talking about. Too much yelling. Do I want to go for Earthquake or do I want to go for... And they're locked into Volt Switch, so it's not like there's that many good options for them. I go for Wide Guard. And do I Facade? I'm not sure it's going to KO. Like, I kind of want the chip on the Whimsicott, right? I should probably Facade, I think. Like, it means that unless they're extremely bulky, I'm getting a KO. It's really hard to Encore me into. And if they switch out, I still do a ton of damage. I don't think there's a Ghost type on this team. I did forget to check. I made the wrong play. Earthquake would have been so... Oh, man. Okay, well, they probably don't have... What's it called in the back? This is Encore, surely. Okay, they Encored me into Wide Guard. Extremely rude. Not cool. Not Pog. What do they have in the back? Boink. Ugh. Earthquake would have been so good. Okay, I think I go instant here. I don't want to Wide Guard anymore. I don't want to Wide Guard anymore. I don't want to have to Wide Guard this. I don't want another Wide Guard at my door. Just another Wide Guard on my list. Okay, what's the last mon? Oh, but if they, wait, hang on. If they Wild Charge, are they going to knock themselves out? Knock yourself out. Like, Terrain here feels kind of bad because I, like, really want to be a ground type. Like my resistances for electric just went from like 1 billion to 0. But I feel like if they had Farig, it would have been really tempting to bring it in on the first turn. So I think I can play as if they don't have Farig. They haven't Terra. I gotta keep that in mind. This is me tearing. If they just don't Wild Charge Ursaluna this turn, I think I'm in pretty good shape. I actually worry that maybe I shouldn't have brought an Instant because they got it. Oh, they got Instant. Oh, that's enough recoil. That's not enough recoil. That's the worst day of my life. Nice play, by the way. Yeah, nice play. So, but I get rid of Whimsicott here, which is great. The light screen is still up, so my Lunala is less effective. However, I'm just doing so much damage. It's got to be Ice Rider in the back, right? The thing is, if it's not Ice Rider, they're going to have a really bad time. It's Ice Rider. Okay. What do I do here? Because I have a safe... Damage is permanent, right? Fake Out plus Facade will always get a KO. How many turns Trick Room are left? There's still light screen up. Oh, there's only 2 turns of Trick Room left. Okay, so what I do is I Flare Blitz and I switch Ursaluna out. Yeah, okay, I see it. Oh, unless they do that. Right, that's the way that this doesn't work. Ah, balls, okay. And Sun's not up. Surely they protect. It's actually now bad. Amp. Okay. Hold on, I think I made a mistake here. Oh, they get high horsepower. Could be really bad. Okay, they protected. So, okay, there's some good news and there's bad news. You want the good news first or the bad news first? Give me the burn. Nothing. Bad news is no longer a ground type. Hang on, I Will-O-Wisp here. I think I need damage on this thing. Because I can close combat that later. Yeah, that's the Terra. This is almost certainly the Ice Rider. But I still need the damage on it, so it's fine. Yeah. Oh, man. Surely they're going for high horsepower. Surely. I think it has to be the horses. Blast. They're incredibly fast. Oh, mein Gott. Oh, mein Gott. Okay, hang on. We got a ball game on our hands. Lunala? Uh-oh. Wait, hold on. Wait a second. We had a ball game. We lost a ball game. Now we have a ball game again, but it's bad? Wait, hang on a second. That did nothing. Okay, they Volt Switched. Thank God. If they had gone for a different move, I would have been Super Turbo Ultra Omega hosed. I gotta switch Instant out, right? Because I gotta get Fake Out pressure at the Instant to clean up this game. Their Ice Rider's too fast. At least I got the burn down. Hold on. Hang on. Okay, I gotta save Instant for sure, because I need that. I need that. Oh, bro, I need that Fake Out pressure so bad. Okay. Drain ends, which is bad. Their Ice Rider's turbo fast. I can't believe it. Oh! Light Scream was up. That's why I did nothing. Wait, it's super fast. Why is it so fast? I think I want to put them down to 2 Mons, right? Does it ever sack Instant? There's no way, right? What is Instant doing here? It's not doing anything. I'm switching to Ursaluna. I think it actually might be correct to switch to Koraidon here, actually. Is that insane? I go Ursaluna. I move Blast. It's not over, but because I have Fake Out pressure still, like the complicating factor here is actually the fact that the Ice Rider's faster than my Ursaluna. Like that's what makes this difficult. But I don't think that 2 Glacial Lances will KO, even with my burn status. Okay, they Fake Out. I could have gone for a Moongeist Beam here in the end if I wanted to, but I think this is better. Go for a Moonblast here. We already know as well that their Miraidon is not max speed. Oh, high horsepower again. I Survive. That's great. Ursaluna is in really good shape to just clean up now. I kind of want a Wide Guard, but there's no way they lock into Gleam, right? Not with no Terra. Do they even have Gleam? They do. So I think Protect plus Moonblast is better. There's a slight way that this could backfire, but it's pretty tough. As long as I lose both Mons on the same turn, they didn't protect. Okay, this is fine then. Okay, they Drift. This Will-O-Wisp was so clutch. Big damage. Big damage. Oh, and Trick Room. Okay, cool. And then Wide Guard Quick just cleans up. Yeah. They had to do something there. I think it was like somewhat difficult for them to turn this around realistically, given just how bad the position was. Wait, I think something is speed tying here because I got hurt by burn first. I think that there's a speed tie going on. Let's find out. They're probably gonna forfeit. Okay, either my Ursaluna and Calyrex are speed tying or my Incineroar and Calyrex are speed tying. If we see Calyrex move first here, then that confirms that it's the Ursaluna. Okay, it could be either. I have no idea. At some point, I won a 50-50 and it didn't matter, but I did win it. Cool. So that's a pretty clean win. I feel good about that. Yeah, we had a little bit of a good read turn 1, which helped, but yeah, I feel like overall I managed this game really, really well. And once, like, I feel like when I got the advantages, when I found advantages, I really turned them into just like huge leads. So I feel good about that. So I'm now what, 5-1? That's pretty good. 5-1. There's 2 rounds left today. If I win one of them, I make it to top cut, which is good, I think. I don't really know how it works. Anyway, 2 more rounds left. Let's do it. So I'm playing against an interesting composition, which has both Zamazenta and Kyogre. I actually lost to this composition, fun fact, at NAIC this year. This is one of my losses. And so I'm curious. I've made some changes to my team to hopefully have a better matchup. And I'm hoping that it leads to good things in my future. And also, especially right now. My immediate future. This team is double dark type, which is a bit spooky, and also Magnet, Electric, Terra, Raging Bolt. So this is a bit tricky, I think, because basically there's a couple Pokemon that are quite good into a lot of my key threats. That being said, Will-O-Wisp and Sinnoh should be quite good here, I think. I typically just do these Pokemon. I expect Zamazenta Amoonguss lead. Personally, I would like to burn the Zamazenta with Will-O-Wisp. That will make it way worse. Okay, Zamazenta Among Us. Lunala Incin. I gotta be somewhat careful here. So I think I just switch here and go for Terra, Ghost, Will-O-Wisp. Seems somewhat safe. They probably have Kyogre and Chenpao in the back. That's my guess, at least. So Zamazenta stays in. That's not shocking, given the context. I could have gone for Fake Out into the Zamazenta here as well. Okay, they didn't switch. That's all that matters. They don't Terra here either, or they don't Terra the Zamazenta. Yeah, basically here, it's pretty difficult for them to break through Incin Amoonguss. And if I burn them, it becomes almost impossible, I think. They go for Heavy Slam. Okay, so they're going to get some damage here. However, they're going to take Rocky Helmet Chip. This doesn't matter so much because they're probably going to be able to Pollen Puff off. And I hit Will-O-Wisp though, so this is just massive because now their damage output has just been cut significantly. Like just really, like, yeah, it's just gone way down. And they Spore into my Amoonguss slot, which makes sense. So the question here is, what do I do to punish a potential switch? Like I want to Spore something here. I definitely want to Spore to make sure that they can't switch in safely. I think I Spore Zamazenta because that slot could go to Kyogre, and I Will-O-Wisp the Amoonguss because that slot could go to Chenpao. Like, I don't really care if Kyogre comes in. Oh, no switches. Okay. Cool. I have Flare Blitz, so I can just Flare Blitz this if I want. I think I want. Go for Pollen Puff to heal back up. Okay. The Flare Blitz would have been better, but that's still okay. It was a pretty good turn from them, in my opinion. They go for Body Press. They get some damage down. Side Pollen Puff plus Flare Blitz is okay. Okay, they don't protect, which is good. That does nothing. I guess they expected Lunala to come in here. So the thing about Pollen Puff here is that... Oh my god, that does a lot. Yeah. Okay, that's good. I take Rocky Helmet recoil, and then I take Flare Blitz recoil. Take over Pollen Puff into my Amoonguss. They really want this thing gone, champ. It did a lot, actually. It did a ton. Taking more damage. I think I want to switch my own Amoonguss out here. I don't want it to go down yet. So I'll switch into this. And then Flare Blitz is somewhat safe here. Hang on, let's switch out. Let's Parting Shot. Because I actually don't... I want to get instant off the field. Okay, they stay in. I want to see a Protect. Do they even have Protect? They do. Okay. Okay, cool. Great. That's awesome. Because what this allows me to do now is it allows me to go for... They go for Body Press. Okay, amazing. Yeah, it's pretty difficult for them to break through this, I think. So now they're at -2 attack. No, -2 attack and burnt. The damage on Zamazenta, I think, is going to be close to permanent. Is it Spinner? Oh, it's Spinner Chenpao. That's not good for them. I go into Amoonguss for sure here. The question is, what do I do? I kind of don't hate just like Moongeist Beam plus side Pollen Puff here. I guess Moonblast is slightly better in case it's Roaring Moon in the back, which it totally could be. But I want to keep Shadow Shield active. This seems like a pretty safe play. They Body Press Amoonguss, do some damage. I go for Moonblast. I get rid of Amoonguss. And Zamazenta is still like continuing to lose health, and that was their only healing. So Zamazenta, like the thing is that Zamazenta, like of course it doesn't need to go down here for me to be like, it's not threatening that much at the moment, but the instant that Zamazenta goes down, my Intimidate drops stick, and I win the Weather War if I still have the Pokemon advantage with Koraidon. So I expect one of the dark types to come in here, right? It's Kyogre, actually. Okay. So that's interesting. So I have a couple options here. Are they going to Ice Beam this slot? Because that would be the threat, right? I could Wide Guard and switch to Incin. That's actually really safe. And then I can go Fake Out Trick Room, and then I can go for Parting Shot Moongeist Beam. I can't get frozen on Lunala, but I can get frozen on my Koraidon, or on my Incineroar, so I gotta watch out for that. They don't switch, which is again good. This gives me Fake Out Trick Room. It's Mystic Water Kyogre. They Terra. Okay, great. It's just nice to not have to worry about. Like, it means no Ghost Terra on Chien-Pao threat. It means, yeah, just like, it's just like kind of tough for them. And here what I can do is I can go for Fake Out Trick Room. And the nice thing about this is that if they allow me to, if they switch Zamazenta out, this is assuming I don't get frozen. Maybe I should see if I get frozen first. Show me Body Press. Oh. It's actually huge damage because it means that yeah, Ice Beam. It was obvious, but I wanted to cover for all options. Don't freeze. Great. Ice Beam did a lot, actually. I'm just gonna kill the Kyogre. Die. They didn't switch? Huh? Wait, what? I mean, surely, they don't protect, right? There's no way, right? Oh, man, that sucks. Okay. What's the last Pokemon here, anyway? Oh, man. Wait, it doesn't matter. Okay, hang on. I'm still fine. It's still fine. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Wait, I can just close combat here and Flare Blitz here and try and get both kills. But then I don't really want to get both kills, right? I want to leave the Zamazenta stuck on the field. I'm going to close combat and Parting Shot. Hey, if this is Roaring Moon, it's going to be a disappearing act. Expeditiously, friends. Chien-Pao. Okay, that's what I expected. Okay, down to Sash. Great. I do take -1 defense plus Sword of Ruin, so I'm going to take more from this than I would otherwise originally think. I almost die. Okay, well, that's not good. So the thing is, though, that it's actually really difficult for their Chien-Pao here because it's only Ice move is Ice Spinner. It's only Texture Ice Spinner and Crunch. And that's relevant because in order to actually damage my Amoonguss, it has to activate Rocky Helmet. There's no way to get rid of Amoonguss without taking Rocky Helmet damage. I don't need to switch. I could just close combat Zamazenta, but I think it's fine to bring Instant back in again and Rage Powder again because I do want to make sure I win the Weather War. Like, as long as I want to make sure I get Koraidon in a 1v1 against Kyogre in the end. I almost wonder if I would have taken less damage if I went for Flare Blitz there. I'm not even sure. Okay, Instant comes back in. Lunala hasn't really done much here, but it is still nice. It could have done something. They protect. Okay, but that doesn't really help them in the long run is the thing. Because, like, they're still minus -1 billion on Zamazenta. They Heavy Slam. They do 18 damage. They take more recoil damage. They almost go down. So now, and I have Fake Out Pressure. So now what I can do is Parting Shot here and just Rage Powder again. There's no way around this. Yeah, Rocky Helmet actually coming in really clutch here. Hey, they switch. But the thing is that they go into Kyogre, who's going to have to take a Parting Shot and give me back access into my Koraidon. And again, the only way for Chien-Pao to clear Amoonguss, the only Pokemon Chien-Pao can attack is Amoonguss because of Rage Powder, and the only way for Chien-Pao to KO Amoonguss is to activate the Rocky Helmet. They Heavy Slam, they knock themselves out with Rocky Helmet. Amoonguss gets its first KO of the match, but probably not its last. Zamazenta goes down. Kyogre goes to -1 special attack, which is a big deal because it can no longer shake off the drops. And I get to go into Koraidon immediately, and just like the rain doesn't even get to finish the turn on the field. And because there's no more switches, there's no more way around this for my opponent. So yeah, I think it was tough because they needed to get Chien-Pao in once I was Ghost Terra'd, but the problem is that I really made it difficult for them, like by like going for random Spores early on and Will-O-Wisp early on to like, yeah. Because if you lose Chien-Pao Sash, you're in huge trouble. Hey, Chien-Pao comes out. And I can just go for close combat here because I don't even need to go for, oh wait, that's technically optimal Flare Blitz because I don't need to win this Pokemon by like differential. Flare Blitz, Rage Powder. I don't think there's any counterplay. Might be a forfeit. The question's about game 2 in my head because yeah, this went quite well. However, thank you for service, Amoonguss. Amoonguss gets the second KO. I need to know who faints first here. I'm pretty sure it's Chien-Pao. No, they changed it. Okay, I definitely thought that Rocky Helmet would mean that I would win, but no, it doesn't work that way anymore. I guess it changed at some point. I gotta look into that. Anyway, I don't think they're gonna lead the same again because Zamazenta Amoonguss is just so passive into my Incineroar Ghost Terra plus Amoonguss or Lunala positioning, especially Amoonguss. So I'll have to keep that in mind here. I lose Koraidon, so there's no Pokemon left in the field, but I have 2 in the back, so I win this game 1. So happy with that game 1, but of course there's still lots more Pokemon to be played here. I think I probably want to do the same Pokemon in the same order. The only other option would be like Amoonguss lead, but I don't like that very much. I do think I want to lead Incineroar in case they do go for something like early on with Chien-Pao, get the Intimidate down right away. I really want to Fairy Terra Lunala here, but the problem is this Zamazenta. Like against Zamazenta, I don't really want to be, I don't want to be a Dark type or a Fairy type. Kyogre and Bolt are the lead. Okay, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Okay, cool. So this is Magnet Bolt. Quite curious. I don't hate Fake Out plus Moonblast here. It just does good damage. I was pretty like tricky with my moves in the last game, so I'm hoping that this game, like they might overthink it and just attack. Like rather, like, cause I went for a lot of Fake Out bluffs. Okay, so they do Terror right away. I assume this has got to be Raging Bolt. Yeah. A special attack here would be would be a big deal here. So this is a good move in the sense that like it gets away their weakness to Fairy and it also gives them a damage boost. But it's a bad move only in the sense that now there's no Spore immunities on this team. But if I get a special attack drop here, it's massive. Did a ton. Oh, I crit. Drop? Okay, yeah, that's Moonblast is the most broken attack in the game. I'm not even kidding. How much this does. Into Lunala. Okay. Doesn't do that much. I Parting Shot Kyogre because I want to go for close combat, I think. Parting Shot and Wide Guard here. They switched. Okay, who's coming in? Or whomst? For whom is coming in? It is Zamazenta, so that's interesting. Getting the drop here doesn't really help at all, for anyone curious. However, this allows me to go into Amoonguss. Nice play from them. I guess I should have hit the Bolt in hindsight, but it's okay. A Thunderbolt. Ideally, this is into instant, I think. Yeah, I can play. Oh, that did a lot. Oh, it did a ton. Holy cow. Okay. They're playing quite well. So I could go into Koraidon here if I wanted, which is an option to pressure the Raging Bolt. The other option is Among Us. I think I go Among Us. Rage Powder Trick Room feels kind of good to me. This opens up my Amoonguss to take some damage, but because it's -1 Bolt and because the Terra type is only helping the electric moves, I do need to get my Lunala healthy again at some point, so I gotta watch out for that. They protect. Oh, that's big. That's really big. Maybe they protected both. Okay, they don't protect both. Let's see what they go for. A Draco would be good, I think, for me. Thunderbolt. Okay, that's fine. I could get parried here because I'm not. Overcloak isn't active on Amoonguss. Okay. No para. Okay, so Trick Room goes up. So I think this is all right. I think Spore Bolt plus switch into Instant here is okay. Gets me to Intimidate. I don't think they're ever body pressing this slot. They stayed in with Bolt. Should we Thunderclap? They're not going to Thunderclap. I guess I could have Rage Powdered here, but I really want to get rid of this Bolt because once I get rid of the Bolt, then I can start Pollen Puffing myself, which is just massive. Okay, I get Sleep on the Bolt. Surely this is Heavy Slam, right? Surely this isn't Body Press into Lunala. I think the Instant Switch isn't that obvious. Okay. Okay, perfect. And here, I could go for Spore plus Parting Shot into Bolt. I kind of like Pollen Puff plus Switch here, though. Gimme. Protect would be great here. Protect would be awesome. Because I am threatening a Spore, and surely you don't want to wake up. You don't want to go to sleep, right? Okay, cool. Great. Awesome. And now I have Healthy Lunala, which is awesome. Healthy Lunala, they're -1 on the Bolt. I don't really mind if the Trick Room ends at some point, like, because it's going to be difficult for them to reset it. I hope the Bolt stays asleep. That sucks. Okay, it's fine. Draco? He bolts. Okay. I can't get paralyzed, though, is the thing. How much does this do? 218 down to 130. So I don't die to another one. The rain stops. They just protected. I'm going to go Spore here, and there's still 2 Trick Room left. Moongeist Beam here. This Bolt is annoying, but if I can just get through the Bolt and still have a decent chunk of health left, I'll be in pretty good shape. They actually switched Bolt out, so that makes sense because they're -1 special attack. That being said, though, whatever comes in here is going to take a Moongeist Beam. It is Kyogre, and Kyogre's health is like low-key kind of important, I would say. They just protected Zamazenta. They go to sleep now. Sleepy. What are they going to do with the Kyogre? This probably doesn't 2-shot from where they're at after the Fake Out. Yeah, it doesn't 2-shot, but it doesn't do nothing. I have Wide Guard. I have Wide Guard plus Pollen Puff. Is that bad? And Pollen Puff plus Moongeist Beam. I'm pretty sure I'll survive. Okay, Spore would have been better, I guess. My thought process is basically, even if... Okay, and they're faster. Show me Water Spout. Show me Water Spout. Show me a crit. Ooh, they did a lot. Okay, I'll pulse hits on both, which is bad. It's definitely bad. Oh, that's strong. Oh, don't wake up. Don't wake up. Oh, they crit me. Oh, man. Okay, they stay asleep. It's fine. It's fine. Now what? I can switch to Koraidon. The only problem is I might die. Yeah, I can die. That's fine. I should have Trick Room this turn. I think this is the wrong play, actually. I mean, maybe they just stay asleep and it's fine. Everything is hunky-dory, monkey-dory. I should have tried... this was the wrong play no matter which way I look at it. They wake up. They go for Body Press. That's not good. Unless this is Water or Origin Pulse. Okay, that's okay. This sucks. Okay. I think I just have to sack Koraidon, honestly. Did good damage. Good damage. I mean, I don't even care about the Kyogre anymore. They might just like let Kyogre go down here, which would be, I guess, kind of bad. Okay, I get rid of Zamazenta. And Kyogre stays in the field. So, I mean, presumably it's going for like Ice Beam, right? Like, surely it's Ice Beaming. Yeah. Ah, wrong slot for me. That was a good play. Oh, now I'm in trouble. Oh, now I'm in trouble because oh, that's not good. That is not good at all. Because Bolt comes in and turns my own Trick Room against me is the problem, and I don't have the health online to win, I think. Bolt comes out. Okay, so the only good thing here is that... Okay, hold on. I can still win this. I can win this with Instant Offensive Mon. Okay, I go into Instant here. The only way for them to survive this is to go for... Yeah. Because this way I preserve Koraidon. I'm going to try and win this game with Incineroar Sweep, I think. This Bolt was actually quite problematic. So we go Koraidon into Incin. We switch Incineroar into Kyogre. They stay in with Kyogre. They're committed, if nothing else. I need to stall on my own Sun, but I also need my own Sun to win the game. Have I not noticed that interaction the entire time? Wait, what? That's the speed interaction? Oh, wait, this is bad then. If they attack into Incin, I'm in trouble. Okay, they got Lunala. Perfect. Okay, cool. So... what does that mean for Mr. Wolf? I have low HP Koraidon in the back. I've got low HP... I got green HP Amoonguss, but it's taken a lot of chip. They go into Chenpao. And that means that Sword of Ruin is active. Hold on a second. So I go Fake Out here and I go Spore here. They protect Raging Bolt. That's actually a bad play for them, I think. They protect both. It makes sense. I totally understand where they're coming from. How much does Terra Electric Thunderclap do in the sun? Oh, you know what I can do here is I can actually Flare Blitz here and Terra Water Rage Powder. Because I'm actually going to use their... Sun is still up, right? Yeah. Last turn of Sun, 2 turns of Trick Room. Flare Blitz, Terra Water Rage Powder. Flare Blitz uses my Sun and their Sword of Ruin against their now Electric type Raging Bolt who doesn't resist it. Terra Water Rage Powder means I'm immune to Thunderclap. I'm immune to Sucker Punch. And I don't go down to a double Protect Ice Spinner play. Okay, they don't go for Protect. Let's see if they go for Thunderclap, Sucker Punch, because that was what I was afraid of. Okay, they don't go for it, so I had a better play, but it's fine. Yeah, with Sword of Ruin and Sun active and Raging Bolt no longer resisting fire, I knew that would KO. And now we end up in the same position as last game where Chenpao has to attack into Amoonguss. It has to go for presumably Ice Spinner, but even if it goes for Crunch, it would ultimately end up losing in the because of the Rocky Helmet breaking the Focus Sash. I've never really liked Rocky Helmet before, but for once I actually get it. And now there's nothing they can do. Flare Blitz will KO even without the Sun, and they do forfeit. So yeah, technically this is the wrong move. I should have Rage Powdered. Yeah, okay, I'm really happy with that because that was a really difficult matchup with my NAIC team, and with these updates, it feels a lot better. So yeah, really happy to win that. I think with that, I guarantee making it to Top Cut, but I'm not entirely sure. So yeah, 6 wins, 1 loss, 1 round left in the tournament. Okay, it's the last round of the day. I am here, and I'm once again playing, I think, a restricted duo I haven't played yet today, which is Miraidon and Zamazenta. So it's an interesting pairing. It's a little bit spooky for sure, but I also have some tools against it, I think. So it's not the worst matchup I've ever seen by any means. The real question is just which Pokemon I want to bring. As you're going to see here that a lot of my Pokemon are good, and it's like kind of tough to figure out which ones I actually want. So, okay, we're jumping into it here. So this is Choice Scarf Miraidon. It's standard Zamazenta with Water Terra. I definitely want Lunala. The question is, can I afford to bring Ursaluna here? And if I can't, like, I think I need Incin because of the Chien-Pao and the Rillaboom. The thing is that it's not Flutter Mane here, I don't think, because it's just like kind of frail. Amoonguss is pretty good, is really good into Zamazenta, and it also gives me it's actually pretty good against Scarf Miraidon as well, in all honesty. And it's not even bad into Chien-Pao. But then not bringing Ursaluna against double ground type weakness feels kind of bad. So I could leave Koraidon behind. Could I leave Koraidon behind ever? I'm down to try it. I don't know if I want to do it in game 1 or game 2 though. I'm going to start with Koraidon and then maybe in game 2 I'll do Ursaluna. There isn't any redirection on this team, which is good because that means basically that Will-O-Wisp is going to be somewhat difficult to stop for the Zamazenta. I expect like Zama Miraidon. Okay, yeah. I expected this, but what do I do about it is the question. Is it ever Ghost Terra my instant right off the bat? Chat, be honest with me. Is it ever Ghost Terra instant fake out Miraidon? Like it could be, right? Ghost Terra instant fake out Miraidon, and then just means that I have like Lucid Chien-Pao, right? But I have what's it called? I think I just Ghost Terra here and fake out. And then I go Moonblast plus Will-O-Wisp. Moonblast is 60, instant Flare Blitz is 33. That's with Sun Up. Yeah, not doing enough. Okay, no Terras. Okay. This is a very risky Terra because now it's really good versus Zamazenta, but it's very bad versus everything else, basically. Hey, big crit. They're at like... Okay, nice. Electric on the Miraidon. Trick Room goes up. So Trick Room being up is good. If I get rid of Miraidon, my Amoonguss is going to go crazy. Just like completely nutso. Don't let me do anything, huh? Who's coming in? Oh, not Volk. Oh, man. Oh, man. Protect? Show me protect. Jarvis, protect this Volcaronia. Oh, wait, but them having Volk means that they... Yeah! Oh, wait, maybe I get burned. No! No, please, please. No, 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 no. Good Flare Blitz, unless I get burned, in which case, terrible Flare Blitz. Good Flare Blitz, bad Flare Blitz. Good Flare Blitz, bad Flare Blitz. Good Flare Blitz. Good Flare Blitz. Give me the drop. Show me a special attack drop. This doesn't have Rage Powder. It's definitely in range of... it's not definitely in range of anything. I'll Moongeist Beam and Will-O-Wisp, I think. Should I hit the Zamazenta? It doesn't have any recovery and it just protected. Nice. Okay, Will-O-Wisp connects. So Zamazenta is like not dead, but it's lost a lot of the power that it has in normal circumstances. Go Mooniest Beam. I super need to watch out for Chien-Pao. I don't think the crit mattered. This is a very powerful move. So I get rid of Volcarona and I burn the Zamazenta, but I could legitimately still lose this, which is the messed up thing. Because my Shadow Shield's gone. And Chien-Pao's looking like really tough because I don't have anything left that can beat Chien-Pao. So I have to burn it, basically. I mean, there's no way they go for Sucker Punch here, right? Like, if I burn the Chien-Pao, I win, right? So I can actually just attack into this slot, I think. I Moonblast, and I wow. Wow. Okay, I should have Mooniest Beamed. That's my bad. Okay, how do I win this? Okay. I should have wowed. It's fine. I do no damage. That's fine. I take a little Heavy Slam. That's fine. I take a lot from Heavy Slam. Okay. So here, like, Trick Room is ending. Last turn Trick Room and the last turn of Electric Terrain. So I can actually go to Amoonguss here if I wanted and go for a Parting Shot because I feel like they want to, surely they want to switch out Chien-Pao, right? Maybe I should have Will-O-Wisp. I just figured there was no way they would let me burn them. So I wanted to go for Parting Shot and switch to Amoonguss here because this way I get a really safe second Trick Room active. Oh, that was wrong. I made the wrong choice. Hello, mods. Help. No matter what they're clicking, I could have burned them and it would have been so good. Oh, I'm in danger now. I'm actually in danger. I think I might have just messed this up. Oh, never mind. I'm the best. Okay. So what do I do with this information? This lovely gift I've been given. They have Crash. Do I go Koraidon here? Like, I want another Trick Room, right? Okay, Incineroar went back to Sven. Let's see here. I think I go Lunala here. Is that or Koraidon? Like, someone's taking a Body Press, right? Or a Heavy Slam. Okay, here's what I do. I go Lunala and I go Rage Powder Moonblast. Oh, man. I Rage Powder Moonblast because I say basically that... there's no way you go for a Protect here because the Trick Room is too obvious. And then once you're down to Sash, I overcomplicated it perhaps a little bit. But the thing is that I think my play was like good. It didn't cover for everything, but it kept me in the game, even though I could have like potentially won the game on the spot. Okay, no Protect, Crunch. Show me Crunch or Icicle Crash Miss. Those are both very good for Mr. Wolf. They hit. Oh, man. Whoa. I'm seeing parts of this animation I've never seen before thanks to the Switch 2. Hey, good job, Among Us. Heavy Slam comes out. I'm dead. I'm lived. Okay, Chenpo's at Sash. Okay. Oh, special attack drop. Amazing. And now I think I Rage Powder and Trick Room. Because if Trick Room goes up and I get rid of this Chenpao, I'm in very good shape. I just need Chenpao to go bye-bye. Just go for crunch, please. I'm begging you. Just crunch me. Any crunch? Any crunchy? Oh, great. Perfect. Okay, cool. So the reason why crunch is important is because while Icicle Crash doesn't make contact, crunch does. And so Chenpao will get knocked out by the Rocky Helmet here. And that's really important because Chenpao was threatening all my Pokemon for tons of damage. So good job. Chenpao goes down. And I will take a Heavy Slam, but it's going to do less because of the Sword of Ruin leaving the field in this turn, which is nice compared to Icicle Crash as well. Take a little from Heavy Slam, but because of the burn, it's really not doing that much. And Trick Room does go up. And there's no Terra available on my opponent's team anymore. So I have a pretty safe Fake Out Moonblast into Moonblast for the KO with Trick Room active and Lunala unable to protect her Terra. So I go into Incin. You know, it's funny where I was like, oh, Koraidon or Ursaluna, Koraidon or Ursaluna. And then in the end, I didn't use either. How many drops does Zamazenta have? I definitely feel like I'm bullying Zamazenta with this. Like Terra Ghost Will-O-Wisp. Fake Out plus Quest. Hey. This is a lot? Okay. I have no idea if Flare Blitz would have KO'd Flare Blitz Moonblast that I went for. Oh, this is the wrong play, but it's fine. Taunt Ursavu and Assault Vest Rillaboom. I'm not that worried about Rillaboom here. I imagine it's for other matchups. It also gets in the way of your own Miraidon. Kind of expect them to do something different in the lead. It's not so obvious to me what I'm supposed to do here. I have like Instant Amoonguss, but nah, versus Miraidon, this just doesn't work. Alrighty, chat. Here's how it looks. So, I mean, Ghost Terra Instant is really good here. I just gotta watch out for Chenpao. I definitely bring Instant. I definitely bring Lunala. Is there any way to do like something tricky up front, like Amoonguss? I just can't do Amoonguss instant lead, right? It's got to be Koraidon, dude. That's my guy. Ursaluna's really good here, but I think because this is Scarf Miraidon, I'm actually like I don't need the immunity as much to Electric, and I think I value having a fast Pokemon when Trick Room ends more than I value having an immunity to Miraidon because like with Zamazenta, I can't actually switch Ursaluna in anyway. That reasoning sounds solid to me, even though my brain is super fried. I also like left Zamazenta alive the whole last game, but there are other ways to play this too. I really don't want to Terra my Incin, honestly. I'd really rather Terra something else. Because Terra Ghost Lunala is actually amazing here. Into what they brought game one, it's really good. I just have to watch out for the Heavy Slam. And it's Heavy Slam too. Okay, Miraidon Zamazenta again. So last time I went Ghost Terra Fake Out in Trick Room. So what if this time... I didn't do that. Okay, what are my options? I could switch to Among Us. I could hard switch to Among Us, but this doesn't really get me much ground. Okay, Fake Out Trick Room covers for like a hard switch play, which like they could do because they brought Volcarona in last time. Nah, it's not cool enough. There goes Willow's Trick Room. I need the burn. Volcarona. 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 Okay, that's fine. I don't really care about Volcarona. The thing is, I'm Covert Cloak, so I'm not that worried about Volcarona. I do need to get some damage on it because it is pretty tanky, but like Moongeist Beam just does a lot, you know? Heavy Slam. I almost didn't Terra here, but I figured it was just not worth the risk. Because getting the burn on Zamazenta is just so good. Because I can kind of play 2 versus 1 now. And Trick Room goes up. Cool. So I got Trick Room up, which is good. I don't think they're going to switch out Zamazenta. I think they're just going to keep Heavy Slamming me. So I go for Parting Shot here, I think, and Moongeist Beam here. I don't want to let them get... I almost wonder if it's worth Flare Blitzing, honestly. Get some damage down. I think it might be worth Flare Blitzing this turn. It's hard for them to switch around. Okay, nice play. Okay, but I think by showing Flare Blitz here, I can actually justify going for Parting Shot instead. Because I don't think they're going to Quiver Dance in front of these moves, right? It wouldn't really make much sense. They Heavy Slam again. That's actually fine because... Oh, never mind. That's not fine. Okay, I actually take a ton of damage. Hold on. I'm pretty sure Moongeist Beam is going to 2-shot. Any Agreeers? A Parting Shot here and I Moongeist Beam here again. Yeah, that crit's kind of bad because it ignores the Intimidate drop and it does... Like, it's over 2.5 times stronger. No, 2.25 times stronger, right? It's 1.5 times multipliers. There's nothing on the team that even really wants to switch into Flare Blitz plus Moongeist Beam except for Urshifu Rapid Strike. But I'm not even that worried about that because that would mean no Chenpao. Like, they've already revealed 3 Mon. So I go for Parting Shot here. I want to make sure Lunala makes it through the turn. I also want to get Pollen Puff active. Like, I do really want Amoonguss to be healthy. And I just don't think they're going to Quiver Dance in this position. That's my hard read. Maybe, and even if they do, I mean, they're only going up to +1. It's not that big a deal. Like, they can't break through easily my Lunala if I start healing. So here's Moongeist Beam. We're hoping this does over 50%. Volcarona is naturally pretty bulky, so it's possible it doesn't. No, it does about 50. There's Flamethrower into Lunala. I can't get burnt. Sun is not up. I could get crit. Could be bad. There's Heavy Slam. I don't get crit. Cool. And so now it's just becoming harder and harder for them to break through, I think, because I get to go for Pollen Puff here. I'm worried about Chen Pao coming in here, but like, it's fine. The Trick Room and the Electric Train end at the same turn. I almost attacked this with Moongeist Beam. Chen Pao, okay. Not ideal is what I would say about it. We protect. Okay, so that's not great for me. Yeah, so this is where having the... If I Moongeist Beam that slot, it would have been really lucky. It would have been really good. Go for the big play. If they Sucker Punch here, I think I lose on the spot, unfortunately. So I just have to... I think that this was not the right play. I think switch Lunala to Incin and Pollen Puff is a lot better. Here's this Terra. It's on Chen Pao. A lot of ways that this can go badly. I mean, getting the Terra in some ways is good. It just depends on if they Sucker Punched. They got me. They really got me. I don't think I can win anymore, unfortunately. Yeah, I think it's like really tough to win now. Did they Quiver Dance? Okay, yeah, they just super boomed me. They don't get boost on dark moves anymore. It might still be possible to win. I go into Koraidon now. That was stupid of me. That was so stupid. It's still possible to win this. I just need to get Koraidon to pop off somehow. I had to make some kind of call. Okay. It's technically still possible. Koraidon doesn't have, oh, it's Zama. Oh, that, if there's a way back into this for me, it's this way, I think. They've Terra'd. Among Us. A Flamethrower into my Amoonguss, but I should survive. I die. Do I get crits? Okay, never mind. Okay, there is no longer an easy way for me to get back into this game, I fear. The Flare Blitz off. Get Boint. Okay, it's so over. It's so Turbo Ultra over. I lost. Oh, man, we got to... Oh, man, I sacked Lunala for no reason. I didn't do it right. No, man. Alrighty. Alrighty. We've had our fun. There's a very narrow win condition here for anyone curious. Which Pokemon they brought Volcarona? Yeah, Volcarona is actually kind of tough. I even got the turn 1 right, but I got lazy in the mid game. Is bad. Didn't get lazy in the mid game. Okay, so the win condition is high roll, close combat, critical hit, one-shots Miraidon here. I live a body press, which I don't, for anyone curious. Okay, wait, no. Yeah. No. Yeah. I can still do this. Okay. High roll, critical hit, close combat, gets the KO on Miraidon. And then I survive. Okay. No, here's how I win. I Will-O-Wisp the Miraidon and I predict the Chen Pao coming in. It still doesn't work. Yeah, I can't win. Yep, that didn't work. Yeah, that did a ton. Oh my god. Wait, that did infinite damage. Hello? Unlimited damage. Oh man, okay. Oh, I hate Chen Pao. I hate Chen Pao. Flare Blitz. Close combat. Yeah, Chen Pao's kind of a problem, no? Like, Ghost Terra Instant just doesn't do what I want it to do, unfortunately. That did nothing! Wait, what? I'm not even sure regular close combat kills. This thing might be tanky. Okay, I dodge. Okay, let's play game 3. I lost! Oh, man. Should I bring Ghost Terra Ursaluna? No, I shouldn't bring Ghost Terra Ursaluna, Wolf. No. That's the devil on my shoulder talking. Okay, so I don't know if I want to do the same lead again, but the thing is that it's not so easy to do something else. Like I could do Flutter Mane stuff, Flutter Mane Koraidon stuff, but I'm just gonna have to deal with the freaking Volcaronia because I died a body press after a close combat. I think I run it back. No, trust. I think I run it back this time. This time it's different. I do think I probably shouldn't be ghost tearing Incin with like such abandon though. I think that's probably a mistake. So I have a couple options here. I could actually go fake out Moongeist Beam into the Volcarona or into the Miraidon slot if it's the same leads. Interesting. Miraidon Volcarona. Okay, so that's very interesting. They get the defense boost right away. It does seem like they want to go for a strategy centered around this Volcarona, which I think makes sense because it was kind of problematic actually. I think this is a stronger lead from them because I don't get the Intimidate down right away either. Okay, I think I do Trick Room plus Fake Out and then I go Parting Shot, bring in Koraidon actually. Okay, they didn't switch, which was what I was worried about. This thing might be bulky as the thing. Quiver Dance, which is bad. I let them get the speed boost here, which I might end up regretting. I'm gonna run out of time. This isn't the play I want to make. I really don't like this play. Okay. I at least get the attacks off. I do good damage. I wish I'd KO'd Miraidon here. They are +1 still. This could actually backfire in like a multitude of ways. I'm not sure that's in range of another. Flamethrower. Oh god. Oh no, not drift. Switch. Okay. I think I'm losing this kind of badly, if anyone's curious. Chenpao, okay. I'm going to go for Terra Fairy. I think it's worth it here. I need to make sure that I don't die to Chenpao. It all depends on if this Volcarona goes down to Moongeist Beam is the truth. Because if it doesn't go down, it's going to get really messy for me really quickly. But if it does go down, my Amoonguss plus Koraidon starts becoming really threatening. Okay. They're banking on surviving. That's the play. You know, maybe I should have Flare Blitzed the Volcarona here. Oh, never mind. My play makes sense then. Okay, let's think this through. I'm pretty sure that's in Moongeist Beam range, but I'm not 100% sure. So let me Moonblast the Chenpao here and Flare Blitz the Volcarona. I feel like Chenpao might switch here into Miraidon. Okay. Something's eating a Moonblast. The question is, does Volcarona go down? Okay, Miraidon comes out to try and take the Will-O-Wisp, which is good for me. Does this KO? I think it will. Okay, it does. Good job, Incineroar. So Volcarona goes down. They haven't Terra'd yet, though, so we have to keep that in mind. We are playing this down to a pretty good looking endgame. The question is it actually good? Because it could. Sometimes endgames that look good are actually bad. Moonblast comes out. I got both KOs, which is excellent. There is still one turn of Trick Room left. The question is, how do I close this out safely? Chenpao. They haven't Terra'd yet, so it's probably going to be Stellar on the Chenpao, right? Zamazenta. So this is actually kind of bad still. Oh man, I'm running out of time. I literally don't know what to do here. You know what? I rip Koraidon here and I go into Amoonguss. I wish I'd Parting Shotted, but it's okay. Okay, not ideal. I really want to see a defensive play, like protecting both here. If I see Terra, it's bad. Okay, protect from Zama. This should probably protect from Chenpao as well. Oh, they got it. I die? Is that? Oh, they crit me. Yeah, I'm not supposed to die to that. Okay. That is extremely unfortunate. I might lose off of that. Ah, that's a really bad crit. I still have Incin. I still have Lunala. Okay. I think I have to make some kind of call here. Because I get Incin in, and I have a free Fake Out Close Combat into Zamazenta. If I go Fake Out plus Close Combat into Zamazenta, then, and they protect Chenpao, then they'd be in really bad shape. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to Fake Out and Close and Flame Charge into Chenpao, and it's just a read, because they just protected Zamazenta, so it's just super susceptible here. So I just have to, it's just a prediction at this point because I got crit. Otherwise I had Rage Powder plus Flame Charge. This is Terra Water on the Zamazenta, but with Sword of Ruin active, Close Combat would still do a lot. It's just a guessing game, right? I'm calling them to not protect Chenpao. Okay. I get the Fake Out, which is huge. It flinches. I didn't actually check to make sure this kills, but surely it kills, right? Okay, I get rid of Chenpao. This game is not over yet, but that's a pretty big swing. The thing is, with critical hits, they can still beat me. The big question is, who do they body press this turn? Because if it's Incin, I can win. Sorry, if it's Koraidon, I actually can win here. It's Incin. That's bad. So that's not good. They went on a crit. I never died a heavy slam, but they have one more chance to crit me here. If they crit me, they win. Otherwise, I think I will outdamage them. I think I would, yeah, because they would need to heavy slam Lunala twice, which gives Koraidon like 3 chances for close combat. So I win if I crit, and I also win if they don't crit. Hey, crit! Thanks. It didn't matter unless they crit. Good job, Koraidon. That's what I'm talking about. I knew I was right to bring you to the battle. I knew you were the GOAT. Oh, they body press. Oh, okay. Well, didn't matter. In the end, didn't matter. So, yeah. Yeah, that was a really good set. Yeah, Volcarona gave me some trouble. They played really well. The Chenpao was tough as well. I think it was... Oh, I crit both my moves. Oh my god. Wow. My Pokemon really wanted to win. They retired as Zamazenta. Cool. Well, I feel really good about this tournament and that set. Yeah, I mean, I didn't lose. I had a team sheet error. That counts as a loss. But yeah, 7-1 is really good. I feel really happy about the team with how I played. Opponents were good, played a bunch of different like opposing compositions. So yeah, overall, this felt like a really big success, and I'm really happy with the team.